Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Chad. Chad, how we doing? Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys are having a good morning, a good afternoon, and a good evening, wherever you may be in this place we call Earth. I'm Papa B1. Guys. Yo, week has been cramped for me. I'm not gonna lie. This week was fucking cramped. But it was good though. Hope you guys had a good weekend. I was cramped, family photos, and then uh Sunday I just decided to let myself catch up on no, you let myself take a step back and relax. Um I let my body rest, so I literally slept damn near all day, didn't really do anything, but I wasn't on social media for that day. It was just like my Sabbath day in a sense. Uh but it was good. I think it was needed. And yeah, I feel good now, feel great, feel ready to roll, and very excited for today because we get to finally continue on with chapter 26. Super excited for that. Super excited for chapter 26. We also get to, y'all get to also see me do polls. I think we're going to do the polls right off the bat. That way, y'all can get my reaction for getting Selena. I don't know anything of her voice lines. None of that shit. So hearing that's going to be nice. I'll probably look at the skins here really quick to kind of skim over them and see what's good about them. And then yeah, we go on to step 26. So yeah, I don't want to keep you guys I don't keep us waiting. So let's get right on into this. Perfecto. All right. Let us do some polls. We're gonna get that right out of the way. We're gonna get that out right off the gate. Just because I'm super excited to see what her voice lines are gonna be. And then on top of that, we're gonna look at the skins. Then we'll go into chapter 26. Alright. We'll do that. Actually, you know what? We'll do the polls here in a little bit. Alright, we'll do the polls here in a little. I'm gonna look at the skins. I'm more excited about the skins, actually. I'm not gonna lie. Let me look at them skins. We ain't clicking this. We ain't not clicking this, because I know damn well I'm gonna pull on that. I ain't want to look at that right now. I don't want to look at that right now. All right. As much as I would love to look at this, don't tempt me. Don't tempt me to fucking pull. All right. We gotta get Selena first before we can even attempt to get the skin. But I've heard good things about the skin. Heard great things about the skin. What else? What other skins do we have? Is this Han Ying's skin? Oh, I figured we could see this. Okay. So this, wow. I really, really like this skin. Whoa. I really like this skin. And it's a tribute to her OG when she was like back in back when she got taken. OG hair. Purple hair. I'm glad that they decided to honor it. That's really nice. Han Ying. I think I prefer her base skin more than anything. Could be wrong though. Hold on, we're gonna see what this skin has to offer real quick. But right now, I preferably prefer her base skin. Oh, nice. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I think I prefer her base skin. But their endings and all that could be different. Could be different. Now, who just subscribed? Who just subscribed? Was that Sika? I couldn't tell. Didn't pop up quick enough for me to look. Hold on. Slicks? I think that's the name. Hey, welcome to the Ironclad Nebula. All right, we are Iron Will. Welcome, dude. Thanks. I thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate that. I think. Oh, hold on. That's a kick streamer. That's a kick streamer right there. I didn't see that. Hey, good morning. I just want to say I saw your stream. Oh, yeah. I just want to say your stream. It's such fun energy. I absolutely loved it. I was at work, so I couldn't stay long, but I'd love to catch more of your streams while I can. When do you usually go live? Feel free to share your stream schedule. Yeah, wait a minute. I go live. I wish that's the one thing I wish Kick had a schedule. They could show the schedules out. But I go live Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays, 6 a.m. You could if you check the YouTube, and you look at the post. That's when that's where I give everybody like a day's notice to post the chat, or the post the stream. That's whenever I like tell you guys a day. Hey, reminder, I'm going live. But yeah, I go live Saturdays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, 6 to 9. Just for right now, till I'm able to take it full time. Then that'll change. But right now, hey, we stick to this schedule and we keep on moving. But I really appreciate you for following. That means a lot, especially on the kick side, because that's gonna take a minute for it to build up. But I thank you. I thank you. All right, we're gonna look at more skins. We're gonna look at Ishmael. Not Ishmael, Lilith. I like this skin. I like the skin. God damn. Oh, they still kept the purple tongue. Ah, shit. Well, I ain't gonna lie. She kind of fun. I ain't gonna lie. All right, let's look at it. Now we look at Ishmael. Okay. I think I still prefer her base skin. But I don't mind this one. I don't mind it. I still prefer her base skin, but I don't mind it. Who's this one? Now, this is Lamia's. Okay. I don't know if I'm fucking with the black hair. It's nice contrast to the colors. But I still don't like it. I don't like it. Not my thing. I'm gonna be honest. Hey, but it's everyone else. More power to you. Who else? Is this Q's? I really like the colors. Those colors match really, really well. Those are really good colors. Wow. Yeah, I really like the colors. Is she dancing? Okay, I think she is dancing. Hey! I like that skin. I like that skin a lot. That's a good skin. That's a good skin. I'm not gonna look at you because I don't know anything about you, and you're not in the story yet. So I ain't gonna look unless you're in the story. I do believe that's everything else though. Popular. Yep. Oh, we got Luna skin. Fuck, dude. We got a bunch of skins that are coming our way. Okay. All right. Well, for now, let us get started with chapter 26. We'll do polls later today. For now, let's just get started on this because we're only 10% in. We got a long way to go. All right, here we go. Episode 4. Missing Mermaid. On the Ascendant side, Lamia has also vanished, disguised as Lillian. So she's been with Dark Aries for a minute then. How did things end up like this? Before this mess, Lamia was just settling into her new frame adjusted by Luna, happily carrying out her mission. Luna, the Ascension Network has changed by this tower's influence, not just binding me, but affecting every Ascendant connected to me. So Rowan got affected then. Alpha definitely got affected. Now Lamia's getting affected. You being here, safe and sound, is because after Sis broke free, I used the powers I just acquired to temporarily halt the anomaly within all of you. I get it, Luna. What's our next move? This power won't last long, so you need to find a way to fully pass through refiltering. Refiltering? What's this? Is that what's messing up the Ascension network? Yeah. It's evolving and we need to keep up with it. Are other agents dealing with the same problem? Von Gut is feeling the effects too, but he has his own way to deal with it. Lamia, since I can't move freely, the task of investigation falls to you. Wait, is Von Gut a part of Luna's connection? I thought he was on like a completely other different thing about it. I thought he was on a completely different his own wavelength. I thought they were just two separate things that came up together. We'll find out later, I guess. Accept my power and the Ascension Network's blessing once more. I'll help you upgrade your frame like the mermaid in fairy tales, giving you legs to walk freely. Really? That's right, Lamia. Step forward and place your hand on the heterometer, that heteromer? I think that's how you say it? That binds me. She steps forward, eagerly, but suddenly stops. What's wrong? Nothing. It's just... that was the Atlantis chapter, I believe. Oh, I can't remember if Lustrous was the woman. I think that was. Lamia, you've proven yourself. It's just... I've regained some memories and remembered the meaning of this mermaid tale. Luna falls silent for a moment. In that case, why not try to keep them all? Is that possible? Those who can control humanoid hybrid frames have a more stable mind than others. As long as you can control it freely, switching between forms won't be an issue. Really? Then can I ask for one more thing? Lamia, once disheartened, now glimmers with anticipation. What is it? When I have legs, can I be a bit taller? Okay, so she's just really short, but whenever we see her walking, she's just tall. Straying too far from your human form increases the risk of destabilizing your mind. Lamia switches her tail against the floor behind her. How much taller are we talking about? 170 centimeters. That's what? 5 foot? 5 foot? 170 centimeters. That's like what? 5'6"? If I'm not mistaken? 170 centimeters. No, that can't be. I don't think so. That's like over, I want to say 170. 5'5", I want to say. 170 centimeter feet. Okay, she's 5'6". I was in the ballpark. All right, I was in the ballpark. Okay, so 5'6". That's not bad. Do not push it. So she's then originally like 5 foot, maybe 5 foot flat. Now we also get to see new splash art for her. I'm very excited to see the splash art on her. Your new frame is ready. Hey! We already seen it. Never mind. I'm tripping. That's my fault. We already done seen this thing. Like a reborn mermaid, Lamia's eyes, her legs in amazement, taking a few tentative steps around like a child. Thank you, Luna. I never thought I would see such a precious gift. Consider it an advancement on your reward. But remember, this frame upgrade is like Cinderella's magic. It'll stop working as my power wanes. If I fully merge with the punishing virus and lose myself, you'll also lose your ascendant status. Not only will the frame fail, but you'll also become just another corrupted. You will not be able to kill and reshape yourself over and over like my sister, nor do you have a sister to share the Ascension Network burden with. Wait, hold on. Alpha can reshape herself? That's interesting. If you can find a solution and want to stay alive, it's best to seek refuge with another agent sooner rather than later. No. You're the one who saved me. I don't really click with other agents. It's better I stick with you. Alright. Since you've made up your mind, you're in charge of gathering intel. Okay. What about Roland? He has acquired a new weapon and is already set off. Lamia has been wandering without much luck since then. What's Lilith up to? What's the agent planning? Even posing as Lillian, an acquaintance of Lilith, Lamia struggles to find clear info. When she reaches out to the past partners for leads, they either are clueless or too busy with their own stuff after having achieved their own goals. Okay, so I remember she was with Murray. The rest have gone quiet since before winter fell. Recently, Lillian, out of contact for months, finally sent a message. Is this the spot? Yep, that's it. Lilith is cooking something up. They've been moving supplies and construct remains around at night. Lots of constructs and humans went down together, and none of them have returned. Alright, I'll go check it out. Be careful. Their unguarded moves mean they're likely got a defensive plan in place. And unless something unexpected goes down, this will probably be my last message to you. Are they watching dark areas too closely? No, being watched like this, I'm kind of relieved. I just can't leave, which means they can't pile on more missions on me. I'm tired. I just want to stick around with dark areas. Okay, so Lamia can shapeshift, from what I know. I thought she died. I thought she took the body and morphed into it. Turns out I was wrong. Yeah, I know. Lillian sighs through the line. I've always had this wish, but it never seems to come true. I've lost the right to dream of a peaceful life long ago. Ever since they took me away from the orphanage, it's been one nightmare after another. Following orders, hopping from one squad to another, then engineering accidents to silence those who knew too much or were in the way. Oh damn. Or sneaking into places as a kid to do some in. It's been a real drain. Living under the watchful eyes, guarded like I'm in a cage. It's strange, but I actually find some relief in it. Funnily enough, the one least likely to suspect me around dark areas is Commandant Simon. Did he notice anything? Not even when he got caught because of you? Yeah, the other two on the squad are more laid back, especially Palma. She doesn't even bother to maintain a friendly semblance. Since that whole mess, his relationship with no one has been a bit rocky. At least that's how it seems to me. She closes her eyes, her face betraying a concern that seems out of place for her age. I'm fed up with all of this, and I can't bear to betray anyone's trust again. So, do you hate the Ascendants now? Have you given up on working with us? Why the sudden interest in that? Just thought of a few things. You seem different after being gone for a while. It's like that desire to live in the moment is gone. The desire to live in the moment? You know, I often felt like you were from the past that trapped in the present, burdened more by the role of an Ascendant than the experience gained from memories. Now you're starting to question the meaning and morality of those roles, aren't you? Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud. What about you? How do you see me? Lamia struggles to find the right words, unable to come up with a fitting description. She met Lillian 6 years into her life as an Ascendant. Amid the rubble of battle-ravaged collapse, they helped each other escape the danger and begin their simple exchanges. Lillian provides her with intelligence from Babylonia, and if needed, she sacrifices her own identity to help Lamia blend in. In return, Lamia's assist when Lillian faces foes she can't handle alone. Just everyday task, so normal they hardly seem worth mentioning. This isn't her first time teaming up with someone outside the Ascendants. Most people treat Ascendants with caution, their every word laden with ulterior motives. But Lillian is different. Despite not knowing each other deeply, they are equals. Lillian has to rely on her seemingly youthful and gentle appearance, playing the role of an assassin while posing as a support type construct. She's a fucking assassin? Damn! She cries out in anguish and reluctant as she commits vile acts, putting down the villain she despises amid mocking and jeering. No matter how many times she talks about shedding her dual identity, she always finds herself back in Lamia's company. Even if one day her squad uncovers her origins, the blood on her hands must remain a secret. Damn, she must have killed a lot of people then. For Lamia, there's a certain allure in adopting Lillian's ordinary identity. Unwatched, unthreatened, and treated as an outsider, she can temporarily set aside the complexities of Ascendant missions and engage in simple conversations with others. Listening to their chatter about family, food, and leisure, gripping about missions and teammates, helps while away the long nights. Of course, when reporting to Luna, she mostly claims to be actively searching for individuals who could pass the filtering. But if she were really doing her part, Roland wouldn't be working so hard. Lamia. Before Lamia can respond, Lillian speaks up. Meeting you in that accident and maintaining this connection has never been a burden for me. It's impossible for me to dislike you. But living in constant fear is truly torturous. However, they both know this won't be their final collaboration. Interesting. After bidding farewell to Lillian, Lamia ventures alone into Lilith's base, following the address from the intel. Initially, things go smoothly. She conceals her presence, shadowing defectors, transporting supplies, and infiltrating the prison into the base's depth. Though called a prison, the doors are mostly unlocked, resembling a particularly designed hotel where guests can come and go freely. Oh! It's now this is Loki. This is Loki. Now I remember. I was like, fucking Loki. This is Loki. Oh, it's a win. What's going on? How you doing? Hope you're having a good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, wherever you may be. You're right on time. We're getting right in. We're getting into the goodies of the next episode. Getting ready to fight. I'm assuming gonna be Loki. Just as Lamia is about to uncover the mysteries of this place, Loki charges at her like a whirlwind, detecting her invisible presence. Where's my mouse? Exposed, Lamia becomes Loki's primary target. Despite Luna's enhancements to her frame, Lamia's instinct to flee kicks in. She tries to pass herself off as Lillian, familiar to Lithlos, but Loki, unable to distinguish friend from foe, pursues her with eerie roars. Where's Voodoo? Why is it always Loki? Ah! Having looked around Lilith for days, Lamia quite understands Vongut's turns. When PGR decided I'm gonna make a Resident Evil episode. Feeling good at 6 p.m. here though. Oh, well, I mean, that's not terrible. 6 p.m. Damn, that's a 12-hour time difference. I'm glad you're doing good though, and you're gonna make a Resident Evil episode, dude. When I was playing Bamanata's story, the fact that there was fucking jump scares in that was fucking wild. Having to run away from like whatever the fuck was chasing me in that chapter. Fuck no. I don't do good with scary games. I do not do good with scary games. They're not my favorite. Not my favorite. I'll play them, but they're not my favorite. Not my favorite. Then Inheritor. How are you? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're having a good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, wherever you are. Normally, other consciences Voodoo would emerge to restrain Loki. But now this rampaging woman seems to have lost all reason, charging wildly through corridors populated by humans and regular constructs. People in the cages quickly retreat and lock themselves in. Lamia realizes these cells are for self-protection. Now there is only a way out to shun the prospects of combat. Okay, now we're fighting. Never mind, no we're not. The 9K R&D ticket bug accident is still funny. Do not know what you're talking about, I'm not gonna lie. She changes her appearance several times and flees through winding corridors until finally shaking off Loki and hiding in a debris container with some space left. Ah, Cinderella! We can't let Loki break free again. Suddenly a familiar figure emerges from the side door. Who are you? Whoa! Who are you? God damn! Who are you? You got them eyes of a killer right there. Okay. Sorry. A woman, unfamiliar to Lamia, steps past Cinderella to face Loki's attack head on. Intruders! Die! Is Loki Frenzy's state a side effect of the refiltering, or has she undergone some modifications by someone? Basically, intern Coon screwed up, and somehow the weekly limited top gives us 3K yellow cards instead of serum. Oh! Damn! Really? The yellow cards, which were redeemed, were promptly removed, and PGR issued a 2.5 yellow card. Oh, okay. Is that why? When I check my mail, like before getting everything set up, is that why that was there? The compensation makes more sense now. Okay. See, that's funny. That's. I mean, at least they compensated up with a 10 pole. Now you get a bunch of people who spent 9K yellow cards having a negative balance. Oh, that's tough. That is so unfortunate by those people. Damn. That sucks. That sucks. Yeah, that 9K negative. That's tough. That's tough. Oh, that's tough. Okay. Loki's mind seems to have even more chaotic than before. Kill them! Kill them! Kill her! The researchers never anticipated that separating you would lead to this. Okay, so they separated each other. Oh, wait a minute. So I'm assuming then that's the woman that we just seen then. That's the other person. Forgot her fucking name. The play later Grey Raven. She shows no fear, leaping through the air to hit the emergency control switch on the second level platform. Lamia feels the chaotic current surge around her as her mind, along with the breeze inside the container, fades into darkness. Voodoo. Ah, okay, that's who I thought. That's the other name. It's Voodoo. So they were able to separate each other. That's fucking wild that they did that then. Wow. The one called Voodoo shows no mercy using all of her strength to knock her one inhabited body out of the air. There's no other way. Binder. We need to check on those in the cages. They're Lilos's guest. Harming them would anger him. The one-winged girl hurries towards the crowd. Would you let Loki go with me? Staying here, she might still. Sure. Voodoo answers tirelessly, hoisting the battered body onto her shoulder. Damn, she's just carrying it like a kid. Anyway, I'm gonna go do... is that Phantom Pain Cage? You're good. Hey, all good. All good. After coexisting with the same body for so long, you won't try to retain her a bit longer? I don't know what to say to make her stay. That mind separation experiment, it changed you both, didn't it? That's interesting. This is the last sight Lamia sees before losing consciousness. When she awakes, Lamia finds herself transported along the containers to Lillo's largest secret base, trapped at the bottom of the dark sea like a fish in a pit. Long after, she recalls this moment, remembering what Cinderella looked like right before her complete demise. Right now, though, she is completely unaware. That's interesting. Okay. Now, Lamia finds herself navigating through the dimly lit alleys, looking for an exit. What is this place? How can she get out? Lamia ponders silently, her mind racing with questions. All she can glean from Cinderella's cryptic remarks is that this location has ties to Lithos. She calls Lillians. There's so many fucking... There's Lillian, Lithos. About her shared time with Lithos and neighboring orphanages. And then there's Lilith. It's kind of terrifying how construct tech is basically experimental for Babylonia and the Ascendants. Yeah. Like Babylonia, we experiment. Kurano, we experiment. Ascendants, we experiment. Like, ooh. All just one big old experiment. To play it safe, I'll stick with Lillian's appearance. Even if I run into someone, they shouldn't immediately see me as a threat, right? Lamia, concealed behind her disguise, heaved a deep sigh. Alright. Fine. Focus on finding a way out first. Okay, are we actually moving now? Yes, we are. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, we're walking. I really like this scene. And goddamn does she got some abs. God. Oh, what the hell? Is that a squid? Okay. That was interesting. Is there really nothing wrong here? Oh wait, this. We can keep on going. There we go. Here we go. Pop. Get out of here. Oh, that's a nice detail. I like that, where they kind of, you see them hit and then they fall. That's a nice detail. I like that. Investigate. Nothing on paper. Chain. Pictures. 44th birthday. Phone number. Community for 6 months. Death. Friend. Sitting on the CPF. Half of his. James, no accident. Rejected him shortly after. However, the person was aware. Seeing like watching our friend could have died. They would not have remarked that if she agreed earlier. Oh. Little more lore. More lore is never a bad thing. Can I get over there? I don't think I can. Nope. Okay, moving on. Unless I can go it from that way, then yes, I can. Check. Never mind. Okay, guess we are going over there. Oh. She gonna jump in? Ew, what is that? Oh, it's a horse. Jesus. Does not look like a horse from this angle. Okay, we are entering the water. Really? Oh, wow. I like this. This is new. Huh. Wow. They're really up and up on this shit. That's fucking awesome. James Authority undetermined browse levels. Yeah, leave it to us, Jane. Professionals, just leave it to us, Jane. Where's? Okay, let's just leave this place. Effort to gain acceptance from the team, treated as an outsider. Okay. Boss was going to refuse. She never seen her after that, except for learning of tragic fate. In the morning, rebuilding the conservation moves completed. She jumped. Oh. Ooh. Okay. When you realize Lami is swimming in the sludge of punishing virus and dissolved. Oh, damn! Ugh. Damn. Ugh. Yeah, I forget that the fucking. Is this so? This is not the red tide. That's fucking disgusting. And she's just swimming in it like, woo, no big deal. Okay, it is the red tide. Okay, that's okay. This is definitely okay. So this is the red tide. Okay, good to know. Well, the fact that she can just very casually just go through the red tide without any remarks is fucking insane. Granted, she is an ascendant, but still. Sunny. Wait, what? So now I'm in Cynthia's cradle. Okay. Now we're getting more intel about Cynthia's cradle. Interesting. I do believe that is everything I needed to walk at. Okay. The privilege of being an ascendant. Dude, I'm saying they get all the perks. Can I use this now? There we go. Can I go through the gate? No, I gotta go that way. Into the water. Well, then my question is, who the hell saved? Can I not get up here? Oh. Who the hell saved us then? Apparently, the old man saved us. Don't know anything else after that. At first, I thought it was Lami who saved us, but that could be very much wrong now. Okay, why can't I not get up? Open the door? What am I missing here? Oh. Should have left. Oh. I see now. I see. Let's see. Okay. Damn, we're only 35 minutes in. Does not feel like that. Feels like we've only been in here for like 10 minutes. I'm not gonna lie, was not even paying attention. What? But oh. Well, that's a. What's up, man? Can't stay for long, so just. Hey, you're all good. Hey, stream's going very well. We're doing great. We're playing hopscotch right now, which is awesome. Very fun right now. Yeah, Anakin, hope you're doing good. Hope you're having a good day. Okay. I think it was Control E next. Oh wait, I'm a fucking idiot. It's 1, 1, 1, 2, 1. Yeah, we're chilling. Now it's 2. Back to 1. Dude, this is fucking awesome. The fact they added hopscotch in this shit is fucking funny. And she's still posing on the one leg. Okay, we got the half of it. Anakin, all love. You take care. I'll see you in the next stream. We'll see you soon. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got half of the crest. We need to get the other one now. And once we get the other one, what is that? Okay, which yellow one? I don't need it. Oh, I didn't even see this other guy. Not normal guy. This is when ski ship crashed into the red tide, right? I completely forgot the chapters. This Colonel, very salty. Everyone, gangsta took Colonel decided that they have salty today. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Normal guy, this is my first time playing this chapter, so I don't know shit what's all happening right now. I knew everything up until Bianca's shit. Now I'm going in blind. We are in a blind playthrough here. So, and I don't like to spoil myself with characters that I don't know that are not in the story yet. So everything's new to me right now. Okay, so there are 4 letters. Now we've got the first one. Long hair Santa gave some paper to write the name. They're being reborn as mother, so I'm assuming that's Sylthia. It was nice of him, but taking something back tomorrow. Mother, sea fairies. Sea fairies are the people that were the things that scare up, or what's his face just fought. Unknown. Ascendant. Wanted to go quick and back. Okay. Interesting. Man tries to run, but it's still too late. Bianca runs on him. Whoa! Get out of here. Bah! How did we take it? How did we take damage? There we go. Alright, there's the other half. Carefree Dot! What's going on, man? Hope you're having a good one. How you doing? Hey, you just missed us playing hopscotch. Turn left. Okay, we gotta go this way now. Now we can open the door, finally. Okay. What? Oh. That's kind of dumb that we had to put it one by one. Could have just put it all together. Okay. God, dude, her abs, bro. Her abs. All right, mission complete. There we go. Okay, we're going to do this one, and then I'm going to do Pulse, because I'm going to see if I can try to get Selena before, if I cannot hit Pity. That'd be nice if I don't. All right, here we go. Stir of ingredients. Lamia glances around, observing the red tide. Projections murmuring like souls in the river Styx. The bullet's mind stimulation. Now, almost the mighty signed. Upon their broken voices, Lamia, out of curiosity, moves closer, only to barely make out the words uttered. He and the ascendant behind him are clutching into what winters. If we don't find what he's searching for, we're toast. Testing the stability of mind, yes, too, or yes, it's key. You could drive someone insane. Insane even if science council has declared a major failure for mind stability. Now they want us to conduct
test surface mine stability. We don't have the capability. We can only target those with existing records. Like Gray Raven.
Ooh, great. Why is Lucy getting brought into this picture now?
Now, Chance, you can only copy the original mine. She's already a clone. Doing it again could wipe out her consciousness. Why are you suggesting taking her original self? Are you willing to risk that many lives? What about Liv? Didn't you just make a copy of...
What are we talking about here? Ooh, hold on. What the? Huh, okay.
We were blocked. They had certain violated regulations. Now her mind is damaged, and so copying it won't make the standard. We'll consider it if there's no option. The lead at must option. Anyone fitting the criteria with their own squad can't make it move. What about Great Raven Commandant? No, how powerful the Commandant is still human. The Ascendants have mentioned it several times. They can't really want to do this. There's no turning back. Why don't we communicate with the love to survive?
God damn, this is a lot of talking of different voices I have to do.
But continuing the auto test, it eventually exposes us. So, no one cares about him. His background is mystery. It does not matter if he dies. No one probably lives for higher ups. He's a member of the reserve elite squad. But you talk about him like he's a desperate like us. He's undergone mind stability tests to serve as a guinea pig or the experiment improvements. Oh my goodness. If this were anyone else, they'd be labeled high risk. His cooperation shows his ignorance has no choice. He wasn't driven mad by that test. He really be used. It was done by Science Council, so it's safer for us. But if he could be used, why did Lithos keep him? When the clone mind of the memories are standard at that moment of duplication? Lilo must be tinkering with his memories, building his time. You know, it's really awesome having to tweak them repeatedly, but such a pain.
These red-tide projections are a whole new breed. They are more fleshed out, even engaging in basic conversations, which is fucking wild that it's gone so far like that. Is this the next step of their evolution, or did Lilos just stick his nose in this one aspect? Protecting Fort Winter? Desperate people? Did these conversations take place before the appearance of that mysterious tower? The content seems familiar to what Lillian had mentioned. How does it tie to the whole refiltering of the Ascension Network? Ami extends her hand, aiming to suss out more from the projections when a loud click comes from above. Oh! A massive cage descends from the sky, trapping her before she can escape. Is that Lilos? Has he found her? Hello? Lithos? Have you gone through the latest chapters, or are you going through it in order? I'm going through it all in order. So right now, I'm doing it all in order right now. I'm basically going like chronological order that was set. So when I was doing the latest, when I was doing the beginning of this arc, so I believe it was Isla's. I would do Isla's, then I would do the hidden story that was needed for that. Then I would go back to the main story, then back to the hidden story that was needed for that. Now we're going. Then I believe it's main story. I don't think there's another hidden story after these. So yeah, I'm just kind of going. I'm going it in order basically. So like, chapter 26, we move on to 27, 28, 29, 30, and then next whatever else floating records needed. That way I can kind of get the full picture of the game. Lamia timidly pleads, rattling the cage bars. Lithos? It's me. Lillian. I didn't mean to barge in. I just went out. She rambles on to the thin air until she catches distant footsteps drawing near. Patch order. Oh, okay, yeah, we can say that too. Patch order too. Ah, shit. Okay. Lillian, what brings you here? What was that racket you're doing? Lithos observes from a distance, icy demeanor intact. I had a mission that required getting close to your base, handed down by them. But I ran into Loki, who looked not like his usual self, and knocked me out. Wait a minute, who's them? Are you talking about Babylonia, or are you talking about Von Guts' crew? I found myself here when I came to my senses. I didn't mean to barge in. Can you help me out here? Sorry. I can't do that anymore. Good luck. Oh god, I've already gotten depressed because of how dark some of the chapters are. Hey, I'll be ready for those chapters for when they come. Seeing how some of the chapters have already gone dark already, like echoes. I'm excited and curious to see what the other chapters have entail. Look like it's time to bid adieu, Lillian. Despite knowing you for ages, we've never really had a proper chat. Oh shit! We show up! We are here! Hey! You've successfully reunited again. Again? His eyes next to Shorthalt and... Wait, his eyes next to... He eyes you next to Shorthalt and inches closer. Lillian?
What's the call, Grey Raven Commandant?
Ah, shit. Easy there, hold on. Starting a brawl here won't do us any favor. Precisely. If you don't want to find the red tide beneath you right now, stay still. Lithos gently taps Paper Crane, letting it coil around Shorthalt. Why is the floor gone all red tide? It's not the floor that's gone. Red tide. It's a protective barrier keeping you safe from... It what? Keeping you safe from it that vanished? That's a weird fucking line. So, the red tide springs forth. A protective barrier? You mean this floor? More than that, I've spent ages aiding Sylthia in crafting her cradle. Had you woken up a bit earlier, I'd happily explain where each item comes from, how it's assembled, and what's it for. But now, Lithos Hurley's over, handing a vintage revolver to you. Why the fuck is he handing us stuff? I would immediately pop a cap in you, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna see what this plays out. He claps your hand as if to soothe, gently caressing the back of your hand. Okay, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, I get it. I get I'm a handsome fella, but come on now. The smell of lilies maxed with a hint of blood wafts over you as Lithos draws closer. Why are we even letting him get this close? Those wounds aren't going to heal right in this brutal setting. He speaks like he can't care less. But I can't just go easy on you because you're hurt. It's time for some payback. You! Don't fret. I'm not gonna lay a finger on you. Never would. Okay? He steadies your hand, aiming the gun at Lillian stuck in the cage up ahead. Why are we letting him touch us to hold the gun? I should have just popped him. A game must have some challenge to it to be fun. You know, too many companions just make it boring. So, take aim at the one who's least likely to help you break free. Wait, hold up. Why is it gotta be like this? Wondering why she's still here, huh? Because she's a defector. We go way back. Childhood buddies. Back when Lillian lived over at the orphanage nearby. No way. I got caught up in all this. Lamia's getting the fucking bare bone of this. Then, did you finish the job I gave you? What? Uh-oh. Sorry. I've been under surveillance. Couldn't slip away. You see, she's just a defector. A liability to your cause. She won't be of any help in your getaway. Amidst the clash between Lithos and Lillian, Shorthalt discreetly works his long sword into the joints of Paper Crane, struggling to break free from its grip. Catching your eye, he shakes his head, silently signaling he needs more time. come on. Pull the trigger. Once she's out of the way, the gun is yours to keep. You'll need a weapon, won't you? You've got it all wrong, Lithos. The one standing in the way of escape now isn't Lillian.
Ooh.
Hold on now. Ooh, we mean Darren. It's me. Don't move. You. Being hailed as a hero by everyone. Ought to value your own life more. You said you didn't want me to die. So, you're willing to risk yourself as a wager? So, my words actually resonated with you. He watches as your finger hovers over the trigger, a smirk tugging at his lips as he relaxes the grip on your waist. Oh, on your, oh, Jesus, on your wrist. Jesus, fuck, what am I on? Ooh, okay. The close quarters hold makes escape seem impossible, but his naturally nimble and slender body still manages to evade your fatal shot. Hey, we done clipped it! Bullets whiz toward Lithos in quick succession as he nurses the wound on his arm and swiftly retreats. Countless punishing virus particles collide into sharp needles, tearing through your sleeve and grazing the skin underneath the fleeting warning. Just as he focuses all of his attention on you, a solid kick from behind hits Lithos. Paper Crane? Oh yeah! I stopped at the Q Chakras chapter. Needed a break after that. Damn, it gets that fucked up. It gets that crazy. Man, dude, that's gonna be interesting then. If you had to take a break from that.
Oh, you know what to do.
With mere seconds to spare, you seize upon Shorthaul's diversion to make a dash toward the cage, snarling Lillian. Stay back, Lillian. Got it. You aim at the lock in the cage, firing off the last 2 bullets. Shit, I'm kicking open the door. Paper Crane, stop Lillian.
Enough already. Before I let us know where to draw the line.
Shorthaul's hefty sword once more collides with the metallic grin of Paper Crane, both sides stumbling back from the impact. Oh, no, it's fine. I just kind of went non-stop from 20 to 28. Oh, damn. Oh, I see. I usually just skim through the storyline and watch it on YouTube in my pastime. Oh, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. You know, when you spend so much time progressing, you feel burnt out for it. Yeah, I get you on that. I understand. That's how it was for me when I first played the PGR and got up to the story for Luna. Once I got up to Luna, I took like a damn near long break before, and then when I came to streaming, I've just been going ever since. So it's been a non-stop ride. Eventually, though, now I'm now reading Otome Vin's now, LOL, while chilling. Oh, hey, all good. I'm surprised you're reading that while I'm reading something. So kudos to you. Shorthaul's hefty sword once more collides with the metallic grin of the Paper Crane. Oh, we already read this part. Shorthaul, Lillian, let's make a break for it. There's an exit over here.
Got it.
The 3 of you waste no time lingering for battle, darting through the door that mysteriously appeared at the top speed. The music. I like the music a lot. After traversing the tunnel behind the door, taking a step descent, and navigating through 3 areas, you squeeze into a narrow passageway.
Keep moving. Don't stop for the rubble. I'll lead the way.
But I just came from there. Sorry, we need to scavenge for supplies. Hey! After numerous grueling skirmishes, the 3 of you finally slip into a corridor strewn with debris and discarded items.
I'm completely spent.
You 3 are utterly exhausted, collapsing to the ground.
I thought the fight would be easier with 2 more people on the team. Calming down without bullets is one thing, but humans injured? Why couldn't you handle a fight?
I'm just not cut out for combat. I'm a support type construct. Due to the significant difference in physique between Lillian and Lamia, Lamia taking on her appearance, she can only mimic basic movements, unable to match Lillian's agility. After triple checking your surroundings for safety, the group finally relaxes and brings up the temporarily shelved issues.
Lillian?
Huh? God, why are you making me say that?
Eek?
Well, I just got started, since I was being chased a moment ago.
What exactly did you collaborate with Lithos on?
No, I'm innocent.
Tell me the truth.
Well, it's Colonel's fault. They used Dark Ares as a threat, kidnapped Simon, and even wanted to kill him, demanding that I lure out Nolan for a mine replica. Hold on, when the fuck did this happen? Then Lamia said I am Batman. Hold on, when did Simon get kidnapped? I don't remember any of that.
What? Simon too.
But I didn't agree to their demand. This is Norman's anima. Oh. Well, fuck. I didn't realize that there was lore there. Shit.
Continue.
And I thought I'd sneak in to rescue Simon. Comment on Simon, but I accidentally fell into their trap.
Acting alone under these circumstances isn't rational. Why not seek help from the Purifying Force?
They threatened me, and I do know Lithos, and I was afraid it would come out. But I've chosen a different path from him. It's because of our past that he can still find me. In tears, Lamia drew from her memories of Lillian's words, with half of her emotions stemming from genuine fear and the other half from acting. These years, I've been trying to escape this relationship, but it's always been used against me as blackmail. I've never intended to harm Commandant Simon, not even a bit. That's why I find those who wouldn't draw the line so annoying. Hearing your words, Shartar ponders with a complex expression for a moment. Well, I thought it was how Lithos preferred to be identified. Given the way he presented himself, though he only dresses a woman in memory of someone dear. Even if he's the enemy, that's not where our conflict lies. It's not because he's a man that he's locked up as here. But why did he ask you to draw out no one from Dark Ares? I heard it's to gather sufficient stable minds, which must be related to his plan.
Indeed. He mentioned this to me as well.
Project Cyltia. This antique from the Golden Age is actually related to this pipe dream. Project Cyltia? You don't know? I've only heard a little bit about it from others. Project began with the digitalization of minds at a time when people were obsessed with uploading mind data, with technology advancing rapidly in this area. Scientists were content with a digital world of nothingness. They wanted to provide a vessel for the mind data, achieving immortality for both body and mind. I know that. This was the prototype of the current mind in construct tech. Correct. Project Cyltia portrays construct tech originating from mind digitization technology. Wow, this is a lot of lore. Back then, construct tech was still in its infancy, but most subjects placed in frames struggled to maintain stable consciousness, resulting in gruesome outcomes. Okay. Okay. So it was digitalization, but in the beginning it was fucked. Okay. Small group of scientists involved in the mind digitalization experiment branched out to embark on new explorations. Can a person turned into a mind data ever revert to a flesh and blood human? Can mind data technology overcome fatal injuries and incurable diseases? Or can it grant humans immortality through rebirth? That's the goal, Project Cyltia, where scientists hope to resurrect the dead in mother's womb through cloning and mind backups. Okay, now that's fucking interesting. So Cynthia isn't a person. I thought it was a person. It's just a fucking project name. Welcome back, Cinnamon. Good to see you back. That's interesting. So basically, they wanted to resurrect the dead through mother's womb. Don't know what the fuck that is. The mother's womb is the heterohive mothers. I think that's what they are. And then cloning mind back up, which is where we saw the twins. I'm assuming. I think. Pregnant with egg child. Yeah, okay, so basically the heterohive mothers. Well, the twins are the result of Project Cynthia, I think. I'm guessing. I think.
In the end, it remained a theoretical, feasible, but practically impossible fairy tale until now.
If it involves ascendants, if it's about combining the mind with hetero creatures, we've already seen many cases that nearly succeeded.
The disaster bringing twins, yep. The hetero humanoid Chico, yup. Hetero sapien, yup. Host, I don't remember that one. And the red tide projections burying the dead memories. Okay, so the red tide was the first beginning stages then. Then the sapiens were next. The classic rich people tell scientists to fuck around a virus for immortality type shit. There's gonna be an egg later for real. Oh boy. Chico versus Coach. Oh gosh. So the red tide was first. We saw that at the very, very beginning. Then it went to hetero sapiens. Then it went to the twins. Then it went to then it went to Chico. These ascendants. Short Heart slams into the wall with anger, startling Lillian into a shiver. So, Lithos wants all those stable minds to reshape those poor souls into monsters like the twins through Cynthia, huh? The arrival of that thing could trigger severe disasters. We can't afford to lose the hope that tower has finally brought us. Is Lithos' plan really just that? Would creating beings like the twins be enough to pass through the Ascension Network's filtering? Tell that to Colonel. Project Winter was basically Colonel saying, "Hold my beer while they dick with the most dangerous virus in existence." Oh, Shark Faith! What's going on? Hope you're having a good day, good morning, or good evening, wherever you are. How are you? You're in the midst of some big lore that's dropping right now. Fucking crazy shit's going on. So, Colonel, like you said, they wanted to experiment on the virus existence, and then, well, we see how that ended, and it's interesting how we go from this being humanity versus the virus to humanity versus each other versus the punishing virus versus an entire whole fucking God knows what that's happening. Because we saw from Ishmael that something was happening in Crone's chapter, not Crone, in Lee's chapter, saying, "Oh, this could bring a new era, and you could pass through." And he's like, "Nah, I'm good." He's like, "Nah, I'm good." Oh yeah, dude. Ever since I've been streaming for, oh god, I think it was October. I think it was October. Let me look and see when I first started streaming. I have the picture. Where's it at? I want to say I've been streaming. It's October. I know I have the picture. I just seen it. December 2024. Yes, December. It was somewhere in December. I think it was like October or November is when I first started streaming. This was when I was streaming on Twitch. And I have the picture for when I did it. And that was when I was doing. Let's see what I have. I was doing Punishing. I was doing PGR. I was doing Honkai Star Rail, Wuthering Waves, Honkai Epic Third, and I did Rainbow Six. That was like early October, I think. And then I took a little bit of a break to hone in on work, and then I didn't come back until January, I think. Let me double check, because I also have the thing about it on as well. That was when. Let's see. When did I start? That was January 15th. Yeah, it was like second week of January. I was doing Chrome's chapter 14. Ever since I've been streaming, I've just been going nonstop. So we went from chapter 14 5 months ago, all the way to up to chapter 26 now. So we've made some progress. It gets crazier when the punishing virus we have is basically a nerfed version. Huh? It's a nerfed version? Just to refresh you on Lee's tower on... Oh, God. Hetero Tower. That's crazy. Frankly, it's like Dead Space markers on steroids. I've never played Dead Space, if that's what you're referring to. I'm gonna just wait till you get to Ishmael and Placime's story. She got complicated there. Oh boy, I can't wait. Oh, it's been an amazing story so far. It's been one hell of a ride. I've been enjoying every moment of it. I'm very grateful that I get to read the story and, you all get to see my reaction. It's so fun. It's amazing. And the community, man, the community is so good. I really like the community. It'll get explained in Ishmael's chapter 2. I'm excited to get there. I'll be honest, I'm on Shaper's Ripple and I'm confused. Shaper's Ripple. That's like Shaper's Ripple. That's like one of the newest chapters, isn't it? I think. Oh, dude. If he's gonna get really complicated in Ishmael's chapter, I gotta be like big brain locked in so that way I can remember everything that's happened. Okay, here we go. Chapter 30. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought I was gonna say. I think that was one of the newer chapters. You three sit in the dimly lit room, exchanging silent glances. What should we do now?
Well, we must stop Lithos at all cost.
I think maybe we should try to escape first.
You've seen the condition of this place. To escape, we must first stop Lithos.
Exactly. Although Lithos himself isn't much of a fighter, this is his turf. Everything here serves him. So doesn't that make him harder to beat? We're all injured. That's right. Lamia was injured. She was injured when she first came here. Don't worry. There are 3 of us. With well-planned strategy and coordination, we can win. Shippers Rippers will make surviving Lucium seem like an appetizer for the real thing. Really? Oh, don't get me started now. Don't get me started. Dude, hey, don't spoil me now. Don't spoil me on that. Y'all making me excited for the future chapters. I already know they're gonna be good. Hey, we only on chapter 26. I was gonna say, y'all hyping me up now. Oh, don't spoil me now. Don't spoil me now. Hey, don't spoil me. I wanna experience that shit firsthand. I shit you not too. Anytime I'm on YouTube and I'm just listening to things and I see a PGR thing, I'm immediately clicking not interested because I know that maybe have a spoiler and I don't want that. I want to come in here blind. I want y'all to see my reaction firsthand. Real raw shit. Like, ooh, man, I can't fucking wait. Okay, hold on. We gotta do this. Then we can do my pulls. Here we go. But this battle will be tough. We'll pay a hefty price, and we won't be able to handle more fighters after. There's only one chance. Fail, and we die.
Another thing, Lithos is also a beneficiary of mind duplication. It's very likely that there are mind backups here.
Right. Almost forgot about that. That complicates things. We only have one shot, but he can respawn. That's right, he can. Because when Bianca killed Lithos, he went into the red tide, but we never saw anything of him at that.
We need to destroy Lithos' mine back up first. Then we can kill Lithos for good.
But where exactly are Lithos' mines back up? The three of you fall silent once again. I have. Oh wait, this is small T's. Oh man. All right, I'll look at the small T's. I'll look at the small T's. Infinite Loops chapter of the story is just chapter. I'm not gonna lie. I have to see picture to the name. So I ain't gonna look at the picture though. So hey, we're just gonna leave it at that though. We're gonna leave it at that.
I remember something.
Shortheart extends his hand, outlining a rough map of the floor.
There's some mechanism sitting inside the plaza with the carousel. I've seen Lithos sneak in there.
Sneak in.
Yeah, he was constantly on alert while entering. I think it's worth investigating. That place is very important. Well, at least to him.
Have you been inside?
Yeah, I saw many red time projections in buildings there. It's hard to tell if they're real or not. It was like a corridor crafted from memories. As soon as I got there, my mind deviated. My head throbbed with pain and hallucinations appeared.
That indeed seems to be Lithos' most heavily defended spot. Let's investigate there, now that we've established a mind connection.
Okay, but there's another problem. The layout here is too complex. Every door leads to the unknown, like a virtual reality gaming center. If we're going, we must be prepared to get lost. Make sure to pack enough supplies. It'll take us at least 20 hours to find that place. Jesus.
Understood. Lillian, you should also establish a mind connection with me.
Well, okay. The problem with that, the moment we do that, we're gonna figure out that this is Lami. What? There's no need. I'm not quite comfortable with it. Lami retreats in fear, worried that once a connection is established, the person in front of her will detect her real identity.
Not quite comfortable?
Yeah, I'm just not used to connecting with an unfamiliar commandant. If I really can't hold on, I'll call out for help. Let's not do this for now.
Alright. Well, be sure to let me know if you can't hold on.
Okay.
Alright. Have we rested enough? Let's start looking for stuff. You'll need weapons, and your injuries need wound gel. It'll be good to search the serums and food as well.
In my jacket.
Your jacket?
Yeah, my jacket may have a terminal Lee left in it.
Is there any way to identify it?
It has the Grey Raven emblem.
Even the jacket of Commandant of Elite Squad is customized and has a team emblem on it?
I guess I'm just living the bougie life.
Alright, let's get to work.
Oh yeah! Dude! This is a good chapter. I like this chapter. Alright, hey, it's time for the polls now. We gotta get some polls done. I said I would. We're gonna do them now. Go here. Okay, I have, what, over 13,000? I almost have enough to guarantee her. If we can get her before pity, that'll be nice. I don't think I have enough to get her target. We'll do this. What am I at? 5? Yeah, I don't have enough. I don't have enough. Oh yeah, I'm 112. I've been playing since day one, but then I was on and off for a little bit. But now that I'm back, hey, I'm getting the 120. All right, here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time.
If we can get her before pity, it'll be awesome. Here we go.
Come on.
Oh! What? We get her in the first 10! Yo! Hey, God's good. God is good. I think the man upstairs. Yo! First 10. Oh, God. Hey. I'm doing eating good. I'm eating good. I save my stuff. Hey, you guys were here to give me the luck. Y'all were here to give me the luck. That's insane, bro. First 10. Oh man. Okay. Now I've never heard her voice lines. I know who the voice actor is. I just never heard of the voice lines. Oh man. Alright. I think she's like 9 or 8. I'm curious to see what she's gonna sound like. Here we go, come on. What does she sound like? What do you sound like? Watanabe, thank you. Kamu, hello. Here we go.
Perhaps it's a shared understanding and a resonance of our souls
Okay.
that makes us feel so close to each other.
Alright, come on now. Okay, hey. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all.
Don't
Oh!
know how the awakened machines see humans yet. And some of them might be up to no good. Anyhow, just try to be careful if you ever run into another mechanoid. Don't just give away your mind beacon like you did before.
I don't know what you're talking about, but okay. I like her character design. God damn that she got some thighs, not gonna lie. But I like the tail. I like the outfit. It reminds me of Luna in a sense. I don't know anything about her, so we ain't gonna say nothing on it. But it is nice that I got her. So I got both of everything now. That's fucking crazy, dude. First 10? Insane. Bro got more than bug compensation. I used to have a lot more. This was whenever I was doing dailies, the weeklies, when I was doing stories on top of that. Like, I had over 30,000 just from doing those. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna ask this. Is her weapon necessary for her? Oh, God damn that flower. Is her weapon necessary? Yeah, the Chevy's free to get SS+. She's free to get SS+. Okay, her weapon is necessary. How much time do we have on that weapon? Well, never mind. The weapons are like 30. It's not terrible. I've heard that a weapon isn't fully required, but makes her rotations easier. Okay. Well, I may have a meta team, but that don't mean I play meta. Oh. I'll probably pull for it later. I'm not too terribly in a rush for it right now. We'll save this for when Vera comes in. When Vera comes in, we'll save that. But now though, I guess, hey, got her. I'll probably just keep the weapon on hold for now, and then if the timer rises for me to get it, then I'll get it. Man, that's insane. Okay, now hold on. I'm gonna ask this too. If I go and look at Lucia's wedding skin, am I gonna get spoiled? Because I want to look at it. I really do. But I also don't want to spoil myself. Them adding the 5-star weapon shards saying you could just pull on 5-star. Okay, I will get spoiled. Okay, hey, we ain't gonna look, man. We are not gonna look. It's a full animation. Oh man. I've seen Lucia's frame. I have Lucia's frame. I pulled for her, I think. What is she, fire? Yeah, I have her frame. I have Lucia's frame. Like, but I also don't have her skin. And I'm not caught up to the story on that point. I just bought her. I pulled for her because I'm like, well, if it's a new character, I'm going to pull for it. But I don't know anything else after that. But I have not seen the wedding thing. It's a full animation. Have you seen it in frame? But it is a really good animation. Katani's made me cry. Not gonna lie. I was all for it. Okay, wait. Okay, so I'm not gonna get spoiled then. I will not get spoiled if I click on that. Watch the animation trust. All right, if I'm not gonna get spoiled, I'll look at it. I'll look at it. Okay. Doesn't tie into the main story, so yeah, probably. The story-wise in the main story, you won't. It's like a side design. Okay. All right, hey, we'll give it a shot. We'll look at it. We'll look at it. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all about to get my first reaction on looking at this shit. This is gonna be insane if what y'all saying. I know, my Lucia is not my build. It's not built. Shh. All right, here we go. Love's Dawn. Let's take a first look at this, shall we? Wow, I really like the background. God damn, she looked good. God! Whoa! Whoa.
Commandant?
Ah, she's even done! Whoa! Great answer!
At this moment, are you feeling nervous?
Whoa, I don't fold like that. Hold
I've
on.
rehearsed this scene countless times in my heart. Yet as I step into this grand hall, I
God.
hear the bells chime.
Her eyes, dude.
My heart still flutters. I believe it's because you're standing right here.
Hey, I stay 10 toes on you.
Through all our days together,
Yes.
a myriad of
Boy, you're getting a little close now.
indescribable emotions have bred admiration,
Yeah,
reliance,
yeah,
and trust.
yeah.
They're sincere and
Oh, we
fervent,
hand holding.
yet insufficient to
Right.
express all that I feel for you. If you will, allow me to be a bit more selfish.
Oh! What the fuck? Oh, I can click it! I can click that shit!
Lucia, through everything that we've been through, and everything that we will continue to go through, I make this vow to you now, that I will stand by your side, no matter what. Through trial and error, though we may fall, and we may laugh and cry, I vow to make you the happiest that I can.
I want to give you this ring as a testament to my vow. Whatever the future may hold, until the end of time, or even life itself, I will never part from you.
I will never part from you either.
Commandant, I, Lucia, was born for you, and I will forever be by your side.
God damn!
Path ahead.
Yes! Oh! What the fuck? We get the kissing scene? What the fuck? God damn! Yo! Oh my goodness! God damn! What is she? Wow! What are those legs, bro? Holy shit! Yo! That's insane, dude. That is insane. The devs say they're writing. Oh, Selena's getting one? Hold on, Selena's getting one? Selena's getting a coating? Or getting a wedding coating? Is Selena getting a wedding coating? Dude, ain't no way, dog. That was so good. That was so good. I know she got a coating. Like, I know she got one. Hold on. We're gonna just gonna. Dude, this looks really, really good. The colors match really good. Okay, Selena does get a wedding. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with a harem, then. Ain't nothing wrong with a harem. We see it all the time in anime. That's insane, dude. That's fucking wild. Man. What? That was so good. Chat, that was so good. Let me build up some more premium currency. Then we'll make some polls for her on that. But that's insane, dude. That's a big morale booster. It's a big morale booster right there. Okay. I gotta get a water really quick. Even though it's tied to the main story, it's still hella good, not gonna lie. Yeah. Dude. So good. So good. When Selena's comes out, yo, I can't wait. I cannot wait for that to come out. Like, because you know Lucia and Selena, they fought hard for us, which is insane. Okay, I'll be right back. I gotta get a water, and then we continue on with chapter 26. Be right back.
All right, we're back.
Mom made some homemade cookies last night. I done munched on that. So I got me like 2 cookies real quick. All right, what did I miss? I'm gonna read the witness again. We've read that. Sweden already said that. Time to focus up. Need to do my pancakes before I forget. Even though this is I'll be back a little. Gotta go do my. Oh, you're good. Hey, all good. Direct 2 gonna do shapers as well. Well, I came back because I thought, what the fuck, dude. I tell you, I get very attached, and I get very emotional once like stuff like this is happening. It's so good to me though, because it's like, on top of that, like life is short. Life is really short, so it's like I'm gonna enjoy everything everything that life has to offer, and like right now, like this is offering some really good shit, and it was so good. It's like your neighbor suddenly screaming. Dude, it's so good. I haven't caught up to recently, like what blah blah blah. I ain't gonna read none of that. I ain't gonna read none of that. That's more spoilers right there. I ain't gonna read that. But anyway, that's how my reactions were. I shit you not. That's how my reactions are when I was playing anime games that I wasn't recording or I haven't done. When I was doing Firefly story in Honkai Star Rail, when I seen her get stabbed, bro, I shit you not, I lost my shit. I'm like, what? And then that's when I had the revelation of like, you know what? I bet if I stream like my reaction, just playing the games that I really do enjoy, I think people would like that. That was when I had the revelation of like taking streaming like a lot more serious. And yeah, man, it's so cool. It's so wild to think that all that, man. This is like wow. First time reactions are always good to see, dude. They really are, especially like when because it's like like that's genuine reaction, that's genuine emotions that are coming out of it, and like being able to have you guys see that, man, it's also so surreal as well, because it's like you guys almost in a sense relate to the same thing of like, oh wow, when I first saw that, I was losing my shit too. I was honestly considering Lucia's other coding. I knew I had word from the server that there was gonna be a wedding skin, but I didn't know anything of it. Oh, you're all good. All right, let's get back into this now, shall we? Only 18%, which is even more fucking wild. All right, here we go. Episode 6. If Together. Where we at, back in Babylonia? Yes, it is. Okay. So it's been 2 weeks since we've been gone. On April 15th, the Grey Raven Commandant has been missing for a full 15 days, and the entire squad has calmly been in a berserk state for 15 days. Yeah, I can imagine Grey Raven and everyone that I've come across with is probably losing their shit. This elite squad has endured hardships unimaginable to the ordinary people and has steered themselves in the painful farewells of death may bring. But there's always a conscience in their hearts that if the day must come, it should be on the battlefield or by the aging commandant's bedside. They believe that death is simply a spectator in their shared endeavor for a common purpose until the end of life. They hope to be there in their last moment with their commandant, witnessing the departure of a brilliant soul, even amidst unbearable pain. On top of this, they long for a proper farewell ceremony for their revered commandant. It just shouldn't have happened on that day, in that way. I'm now on the line, being fired. Oh, Along the line being fine and broke for the next patch. Dude, the synchronization patches are going crazy. But I think once we get caught up with the scene, it'll die down a little bit more. So we just gotta keep on enduring. We gotta keep on rolling with the punches. A part of their heart was swept away by fate just after a simple goodbye, plunging into the red tide corrupted river into a whirlpool of malice and greed. Okay, here we go. I'm pretty sure there's like 5 weeks to this patch, so yeah, ample time. Yeah, I was saying, plenty of time to save up. Plenty of time to save up. Oh, Kent, hello, welcome. How are you? Hope you're having a good day, good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you may be. You just finished the chapter yesterday. I'm like only 6 episodes in to this chapter, and I'm going in blind, and it's very, very good so far. Very good, very good. Our mission must come. Our mission must come to an end today. The Strike captain stands in a corner of the ruin, sending data from his terminal to Lucia. Next, we must head near to the Antarctic and investigate the abnormal gathering of the pollution virus. An abnormal gathering? I see.
There's no urgent mission. It's just someone trying to waste time and get us out of the way.
There's no evidence of that yet.
But they have enough motive.
Kamu clenches his fist tightly, smashing against a wall of ruins beside him.
Don't tell me you can't even figure out how that person went missing.
Of course I can tell it, but we can't defy orders right now. If we give those people more leverage over us, it will only restrict our freedom to act even more.
You telling me to...
Kamu?
Shut up!
Let us trust in the Grey Raven. They're surely more anxious than we are.
The 3 documents are sent to your terminals are the locations we've investigated over those 10 days in cooperation with the Purifying Force. The first document was collected by Wan Shi at the temporary base of the defectors in City 75. Even after Agent Lunia left her underground base, defectors still lingered nearby. Their main goal was to test the stability of the mine, but due to the lack of safety, many suffered irreversible damage during these tests. The second document was recovered from downstream of the containment river. Kamu found records of lithos and the defectors among the wreckage using the Purifying Force's equipment. This record confirms your speculation. Ascendants were indeed waiting by the river on the night of April 1st, accompanied by an old man. Bianca is currently searching for information on this old man, but he has no distinguishing features and isn't registered, making him hard to locate.
Welcome back, welcome back. So, hype, hey. We're only getting started. We should ask someone familiar with the refugees for information, like the Forsaken or Noen. Chrome falls silent for a moment.
I've been to the Forsaken and got no reliable intelligence. From the attitude, they didn't seem inclined to help. Additionally, another individual appeared at that location 6 hours after the Ascendant left. It was Noen.
What?
After receiving this information, I went to confirm his whereabouts. He was in the clean zone with members of Dark Ares at night, corroborated by his squad. To avoid outlining the quarry, I haven't informed anyone about this except for Bianca.
I understand. Let's leave it at that for now.
The third document pertains to the Scarlet Revelation. Kamui and I, following the leads provided by Grace.
Grace? Okay, I'm assuming that's a person.
When he visited the Copperfield Aquarium, there's still an annex there, and it hasn't collapsed.
An annex? You know, the aquarium has 6 floors in total. Top 3s and above water, and the bottom 3 were added later by the Ascendants. Even Grace hasn't been down there. She only heard rumors about the area. Does that mean the attack by the Hedo creatures and the collapse of the Copperfield Aquarium might also have been to conceal the lower 3 floors?
That's a possibility. Found some traces of Project Sophia and host research there,
It used to be an ascendant research facility, but now it's deserted. Our surmise that most of Vanguard's subordinates are skilled in scientific research. They were involved in Project Winter and turned to Hello Creatures research after the red tide appeared.
Our findings are similar to yours. Unexplained disappearances, unauthorized experiments on the stability of the mind. Every time we try to get close to a clue, the string gets snipped. The staff involved with that transport craft are all met with unnatural death.
It seems that someone has been driven into a corner. Also, keep an eye out for any tails. The Ascendants are likely plotting something bigger, and this definitely involves an exemplary stable mind. If casting a wide net doesn't find the target, they'll strike at the obvious candidates. That concludes the mission handover report for Strikehawk. After that, Chrome does not use his usual phrase, "I'll leave the rest to you" during this mission handover. He looks at the 3 members of Grey Raven on the screen, gently lifting his left hand to his right chest, as if to sketch out of the other half of the Grey Raven insignia wing. Starkhawk is still the Grey Raven. Don't lose hope.
Thank you. Gladly! Hello! Welcome! How are you? Hope you're having a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you may be in this place called Earth. You missed the polls and me getting my reaction to Lucia's wedding animation, which is fucking wild. But yeah, I hope you're having a good one. And we're on episode 6 of chapter 26 right now. Oof. The call ends and the silence returns. If they're looking for someone with a stable mind, why not come for us? Either it's because they're unsure that they can succeed, or it's because that we don't qualify. But at least this means the Commandant didn't die in that river. We'll continue the mission. Liv, double check with Simon. I, too, would like to believe that this person wouldn't defect, but sometimes people just don't have a choice. Understood. I'll also keep an extra eye on Nolan. Alright. Our next target is in the ruins of the streets behind Fort Winter, where someone spotted Lithos. Let's move out. Lucia flicks the vital fluid of the defector off her blade, gripping the handle tightly. I will never give up. I will never accept such an ending. Hey, I appreciate that. These 3 are with us through thick and thin.
Oh, I found it.
Did this chapter reveal the clones? I don't believe so. I don't know what the clones are, who they are, but no, I don't believe so. After 3 hours of searching, you 3 finally find the supplies among the wreckage, as well as the jacket bearing the Grey Raven insignia.
I'll lift this pile. You quickly pull the jacket.
Okay.
With one breath, the jacket is pulled from under the mountain of debris, and Short Halt lets go of the heavy pile that has been pressing it down, scattering it in the hallway.
Ugh. Well, I'm dead tired. That downside of undergoing modification on older age.
You haven't rested for a long time either.
Then let me take a break.
He slumps to the ground.
Lily, you said you're a support type construct, and we found some medical supplies. You could do stretchers and such, right? Go help the Commandant.
Well, I specialize in construct maintenance, so I can only help with basic bandaging.
Shortheart sighs, deciding not to push further.
All right, it's all yours.
She nods timidly, holding the medical supplies and kneeling at the furthest distance she can manage, as if her entire being refuses to touch you.
You don't want to touch me?
No, I really don't trust my own medical skills.
Shorthalt, my sweet candy guy. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT, apparently. Still gonna chill with the stream on. Gotta get back to Shapers. Hey, you're all good. I appreciate you for watching while you're doing that, and I appreciate everyone else that's been watching. You know, I've said it a lot in my past streams, but you know, for you guys to go out of your way, to take time out of your day, which is the most precious currency that we have, to watch me and spend time with me is so surreal. I don't take that for granted at all, because we only have 24 hours in the day,
And what you do with that time is very, very up to you guys. And the fact that you guys are doing that makes me very grateful. And I'm happy that you guys are spending time to watch this stream when you guys could be doing other stuff. So I'm just very grateful. And I've told Erdican this too. We're small now. Like Ironclad is like we're like pushing 127 strong, 128 strong. Like we small now, but wait like a year or two, and I'm so excited to see where this is gonna go. And like we have 11, like a lot of like 7 concurrent viewers watching. That's insane to me. Like just imagine like later down the road we gonna have more people watching, and like y'all, I will not forget, you know, these times of how I was in the beginning, and never losing my roots like that. Like, man, I'll be talking about it later down the road. Like, man, I remember playing PGR chapter 26 or chapter 20, just continuing to stream and do whatever I needed to do, and making people happy. So it's so awesome to see. So I'm very thankful. Very thankful. Oh, Arwan, what's going on? Yo, hope the night shift's going good for you. Hope your night's going well. How are you, man? I'm good, man. I'm doing great. I'm very blessed to be able to do the stream. And man, it's been a good one so far. A humble man is a fine man after all. Hey, you know, I'm just building my garden, watering my plants every day, and making sure I get 1% better each and every day. And I hope you guys also are getting 1% better each and every day, which whatever you guys do. As long as you know that you got 1% better, that makes me happy. All right, here we go. Moving on. We're going on the next thing. She moves a little bit closer, reluctantly. Where are your injuries?
On my hands, my back, and probably on my shoulders too.
Then let me take a look, okay? Turn away from short halt to unbutton your shirt. Why the fuck am I gonna turn away? I'm just gonna unbutton my shirt and point at the wounds.
You got one here, I think back here, and here.
What exactly did Lithos do to you? Look at all those festering wounds on your back. Are you corrupted with the punishing virus? My fault, I didn't mean to hit the mic if I did. I'm in work today. I missed your stream. Hey, are you all good? You here now, and so that's all that matters. You're here now. You're here in the present moment.
Maybe. Perhaps.
The air grows quiet, leaving only the faint noises of Lillian tending to your wounds with gentle care.
Her touch is so gentle. Like a novice.
Skilled medics are confident in their touch and wouldn't be this cautious. Even someone as gentle as Liv wouldn't hesitate when touching wounds. This is true. We are very slowly starting to decipher that this is not who she thinks she is. Feeling your questioning gaze again, her movements become even lighter. Yep. We done got her. Hook, line, and sinker.
She not used to interacting with strangers?
Lamia knows exactly where the skepticism is coming from. If she were using voice input for a text on a terminal now, ellipses would have appeared twice as much as normal, but she can't control her emotions. Since joining these two, she has been caught between a rock and a hard place. Lithos on one side and the humans on the other, all while wearing a form vastly different from her own. One wrong step and Lamia can be exposed in this isolated place with no escape, doomed to a tragic end, joining the harmonious family of wreckage. How could you not be terrified and cautious? Might as well do what Ascendant shouldn't do here. Take advantage of the situation when the two aren't looking and quietly strike. But then she remembers how the human before her, covered in wounds, rescued her from the cage. Even if she were not feeling grateful, who's to say that there will not be another cage in the future? Try to find the terminal in your jacket while you're at it.
Right. I'm searching now.
Shorthalt sighs wearily, sits up, and starts fiddling with the already damaged terminal in his hands.
What are you doing?
Just found a few other people's terminals. I'm thinking of dismantling them to reassemble one. I didn't expect it to connect from the outside, but it should work in this area. In case we get separated, we can still contact each other through the terminals. Any information on the communicated promptly.
Indeed. Thanks for your work.
Shorthalt manages a bitter smile as he works on repairing the broken terminals. Aurelia always said you were a lucky bastard.
Lucky bastard. Virelia?
That's the Scarab Commandant. And insect named squads always end up doing the dirty work. Unlike you heroes in the limelight. And now, we're all the same. He caresses the name tag. They say you graduated as a chief. You must have had a good time in school, huh? Well, I don't know. Maybe? Oh, here we go. It was smooth sailing and there was no need to dwell on it. I was second to none when it came to my grades or awards I earned. Well, we're not gonna brag about it, but we also aren't gonna say there is no need to dwell on it here. We'll just say, why do you ask?
What do you ask?
New frame for Vera next update. Is it next update? Oh, that's what I thought. I don't know when it's coming out though. I was just making conversation. You don't want to talk about it. I won't press further. I finished with the bandaging.
Let me check the wounds.
It's just basic treatment. You don't have to do for now.
Only live here.
Commandant, you got wounded this badly again? She would most definitely say something like that. She'd scold me and then continue to bandage me up. Though you'd hate to see Liv's distressed face, you know that no element would stand in your way if she were here.
It's not the time to be thinking about that stuff. I need to help ease the burden for the others.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah, we gotta ease that burden. We gotta do anything to get out of here. You wiggle your fingers one by one. Your body is still weak from the intense pain, and you can tell that the medicine is still in effect. To be fair, the Commandant was pretty much the top dog when he was still learning. Oh, it's tomorrow? Well, it's a good thing I'm not streaming. I don't know if you guys were here for that last stream. I think it was Saturday when, as soon as I go to start streaming and I pulling up the game, I didn't realize that Selena's update was that day. So I pull it up. I'm like, oh, there's an update. I can't play the game at the moment. So we sat there, just just chopping it up, talking bread for about 30 minutes. And I'm like, unfortunate, but it is what it is. So I'm going to be very well prepared this time and download it in the morning when I get up and go from there. The fact that Commandant was a top dog while he's still learning was pretty interesting. I wonder if they'll dive on it more, if they ever do. Commandant's suffering is real. To be honest, this chapter is kind of hard for me to read when I went through this. Really? Okay. That's the one thing that Cradle Games does with the storytelling, is that as messed up as you read some of this stuff, it is in some way, shape, or form relating to someone who's reading it. And I am sorry that I don't know what all happened in this chapter. I don't know what all we about to go through and all that shit. I'm glad that you're here. You're good. You're seeing another day, and you got woken up. You got to see another 24 hours, and I'm glad that you're here. Because otherwise we won't be talking, So I hope you're good now. Hope you're okay now. Hope you're recovered. Hope you're healing, or hope you are covered or healed. And yeah. So, glad you're here. Hard as in literally hard to read, or hard as in react as emotionally. I'm also certain a hug from Liv would feel divine. I'm pretty sure a hug from Liv would also feel very divine. I hope PGR has Indonesian League too. They have a league? There's leagues in this game? You wiggle your fingers one by one. Your body is still weak from the intense pain, and you can tell that the medicine is still in effect. Tomorrow, deep exhaustion overtakes your consciousness, your strength seems to seep away, and your vision gradually darkens. You fight the grabs at every fleeting glimmer of light and all-encompassing darkness in your attempt to return to your usual state.
No. I can't continue with this negative line of thinking. This isn't my usual style. This isn't what I should be thinking about right now.
Oh, by the way, did you find your terminal?
Yeah, found it just now. Pass me the knife.
Shortheart tosses the pocket knife over. You cut open the helm of the jacket to find the micro-terminal lying quietly inside. Not fully intact, but still somewhat operational. The screen is pretty much shattered, but you still have to fumble around, relying on your memory to find the switch to the operating system. After a lengthy wait, the terminal finally emits a faint notification sound.
Verifying identity.
I hope we get to see them now. Oh, here we go. Wait, hold on, I got an idea for this.
Voice print recognition in progress. Approved. Welcome back. You have 27 offline messages. Would you like to play them?
Yes.
Lucia's figures appears on the shattered screen.
We're all looking for you, Commandant.
God damn, come on!
There you are now. Please, don't give up hope.
I'm right here, Lucia, don't you worry! Big dog ain't going nowhere! I'm fighting, I'm still fighting! Next is Lee.
I made the address of this backup terminal public to everyone we can trust. They're all looking for you.
Hey, Lee, I'm still holding it down. You gotta hold. You gotta stay strong. And then comes to Liv.
Commandant, we'll never give up until we find you.
Come on! I'm right here. I'm still here. Though I may be gone, my soul burns. As the message continues to play, the silhouettes and voices of your companions gradually blur and distort due to the data corruption. Strikehawk members are all reporting to their search routes, hoping to receive feedback and clues in return. Cerebras has already investigated several bases. Vera even joined the Purifying Force interrogations. Aside from the absent Dark Ares, most of the squads you're familiar with have sent in intel, inquiries, or at least words of encouragement. Dude, fucking awesome! They said 15 days, I think. 15 days is how long, or 15 days is ever since Commandant's been missing. The final message is from Vanessa. Really? Vanessa even said something. I know she a tsundere for real, but I'm surprised she said something. Okay.
Realize it has been already.
Oh, dude, the fact that we're hearing her voice acted English dub too is fucking insane. It's a nice touch. Her voice and form barely come through due to all the glitching.
All this time and still no news. If we had followed the usual, we would have already declared you dead.
I'm not surprised. Vanessa would be the one to do that.
How hilarious, Grace.
Hey. She a baddie, bro, for I swear. Hey, I know Vanessa got the feelings for us, but she don't show it. She don't show it whenever we're here. But I know she got one. I know she got them feelings for me. My friend and I have ordered from Mount Commandant, so I'm going. Oh, hey, you're good. Hey, Erwin, I'll see you around. You be safe. Enjoy the night, and I'll see you around. She tucks a strand of hair behind her ear. Oh, I figured this is visuals. As if in resignation, leaves the terminal on the desk before sitting down in the corner of the room, shrouded in darkness. What are you getting at here? Okay. Okay, we don't hear anything there.
I still remember the graduation ceremony. The way you stood.
Hey, I get reminiscent about the past. What? Gazing at the window, she brings up past memories, tone as wistful as the drizzling rain, then begins to hum an old tune. This is fucking peak writing for me so far.
I've imagined countless times how it would be like when you eventually fall from grace.
The fact that you're thinking about that is pretty insane in it by itself, but I'll let it play out.
And it would end like this. It doesn't matter anymore. You can't hear me anyway. I'm just rambling for sake.
Well, you better hope I don't bring this up when I see you again.
Once you're confirmed, I'll summon Liv back to... You'll just be watching from a... seething with jealousy, regretting why you did not...
Interesting. The message is cut off here. No matter how hard you try, the terminal gives no response. I'm gonna fold if you becomes a playable character. Does she? I don't. She's a commandant though. She's a commandant. I know that. I mean, that'd be cool if she was a playable. I don't know how she would be played though. Oh, that was the school anthem. Interesting. Okay. School anthem of FOS, huh? He chuckles as if mocking himself and passes the makeshift terminal he just assembled over to you. The one you have is broken. Take this. Should work within 100 meters. At least we'll be able to contact each other.
Okay, thanks.
Let her be in the Magpie event instead. I don't know what event that is. I was trapped in the ruins with Rayla once. She sang this song in front of the campfire as well. Nimble fingers tuning to the terminal, Shortheart begins to speak of his past memories. She said that song was a source of encouragement and comfort for many. Though we may be stranded, the courage of our memories still give us, and will keep, the courage of our memories give us will to keep going to the moment we're united with everyone. Can we still be reunited with everyone? If they're all dead? She whispers to herself, hugging her knees.
You still got us.
What?
There's no changing the past, but you still have us right now.
That is fucking facts. Lillian simply finds the statement bitterly ironic. Oh, for real, it's not a spoiler event or anything. You basically go out with a few of the characters. The festival with all the cute scenes from a while ago. Oh, the one where the white Valentine's Day. Well, I think that's what it was. Imagine it's sort of a mini date, I guess. That's how I say it, at least. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Alpha got her part in there. Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm not thinking of the white Valentine's Day. So that's probably an event that I haven't got to yet. Huh? Did not know that. Wait a minute. Well, yeah. Yeah, was not there for that. I remember the birthday one. The birthday one was fucking pretty cool. Okay, that's what I thought. So it's those events that I have. Okay, I did a couple of them while we were kind of like a little interlude, change things up. But okay, interesting now. Huh? I'll probably have to read those sometime. All right, here we go. I have you guys right now. Do I really? She can't even say with confidence that she still has Luna, let alone Roland and Alpha, who cares about Luna only. Not to mention these people who don't even know her true identity. The ascendants around Luna harbor their own goals and worries. They're all seeking their own redemption, unable to peek into the past and thoughts of one another. She once thought that this was the norm, but after regaining her memories from her true self, she realized that the boundaries of darkness she was used to was in fact an anomaly. As Lillian had said, she was no longer just an ascendant trapped in a cave. She now sees where her own wounds lie. Her mind is constantly spinning, and the world outside the cave has her feeling completely lost.
Do I really? What do you mean by that, huh? What else do you think our friend here was doing? Using up all those bullets just to save you from that cage? You may have lost someone important in the past. I wouldn't know. But either way, we mortals must live in the present. You can't turn back time.
Fucking Shortheart speaking facts!
None of us can save you if you keep fading into the background and refuse to engage. You'll end up drowning in your own memories.
That is also fucking facts, dude.
Damn! Shortheart! Spinning! He riding!
You have trouble getting along with Simon and Dark Ares? I'll speak to him later for you.
No, that's not the problem. Lamia can't help feeling the urge to ask the two in front of her some other questions. I like the character development here. Character development here is going really, really good for Lamia. Yeah, I was just saying she wants to be taller. She wants to be 5'6". Now she's disguised as a little girl. For example, what should she do in order to not have to worry about being tossed away when she's no longer useful? How she, an ascendant, can get others to accept her for her other parts beside her ascendant identity. And how to get an answer that's not just try harder to increase your value. But she can't bring herself to ask those questions. Instead, she resorts to a seemingly irrelevant one. Earlier, why did you save me?
Even if you really did something wrong, you didn't deserve to be killed by an Ascendant just like that. Our priority is to get out of here, not to settle who's the one at fault. Most importantly, you said that you refused to work with him. I don't think that was a lie.
That statement was indeed not a lie, no matter from Lillian's perspective or Lamia's. One of the things I adore about PGR, the character development. Yeah, the character development is probably one of its strongest points in this game. It is so good. Entire chapters dedicated to building world settings events while also focusing on one character. Yes, it makes us feel more connected to the characters. Yes, that's something that I really, really enjoy of PGR, is that they really take the time to cultivate and sculpt the world building while at the same time building the character development of what we see, from the good to the bad to them revelation everything and to seeing them blossom into the character that they are at the end. It is so good to see, which makes me that much more happy that I'm streaming this game, and that this is probably my first game really truly taking seriously as a content creator, which is also crazy to think that I'm a content creator. I'm very blessed and grateful that I get to stream this game and see this game blossom with my own eyes as it's going on, and it's so good. I also love that the devs' writing is not afraid to show grim setting scenes. Yes, I was going to say, that's the other thing. They're writing and they're not afraid to take those writing, albeit, yes, very disturbing to maybe someone else's view. Because, like, Inheritor said, she kind of went through this, or she went through this. And like I said, I hope he or she is good. I hope they're safe. I hope they're better now. For me, them taking that route makes it that much more real and that much more interesting. Because you see things that happen in the real world until all that, and it's like, damn. I used to be a good person until surviving Lucifer happened. That's you know, it's wild that, you know, what, like, once you see the good and the bad, it's like, oh. And then, you know, that's why they say sometimes ignorance is bliss, because it is sometimes. Yeah, that I agree. I agree 100%. That's the difference between Wuhua and PGR. Wuhua caters to more of like the action with great animations. And then you go to PGR, you're gonna be catering to people who really like a good story, who really like characters that you can connect with. And for me, having that dark stuff show up, and sometimes being related to those people, and relating to those situations, it's nice. That's why I like anime a lot, because they also reflect on a lot of the characters that you also get to, you know, see some of the characters that go through things. It's like, oh, I went through that, or I went through something similar like that, and it's so good. That's why I like anime. That's why I like, you know, games like PGR that are not afraid to take that leap to show you, like, hey, this is a gacha game, but we more than that. That's the difference between, at least I'm happy for Wuhua Gathering. Yeah. Provided they can go through chapters 1 through 10 to reach the good stuff in 11. Yeah, that's the and I think that's, I want to say that's kind of like an entrance fee. Like, you know how you, like, in New York, you gotta pay, like, you gotta scan your card or whatever to, like, get to the gate. I think that's how I look at it. It's like, if you can get through chapter 1 through 10, and I said this earlier in the stream, is that, you know, this entire thing that I'm building right now, the streaming content creating, everything I'm building right now is my garden. Rain's coming through, and we're gonna say, example, chapter 1 through 10 is the storm. If I can get through that storm, two things happen. One, my plants, vegetables, flowers, they all get watered. Second thing, it takes away any potentially bad crops out of there, because the wind's coming in, all that fun shit. So when you come out of that storm, you see the sunlight, you see the rainbow, and sometimes it may not be green. However, you know yourself that you went through that storm, and now look where we're at now. Look where we're at. We're on chapter 26 now, reading some fucking peak gameplay at the moment, which is gonna get even better. And it's because I sat through that storm, watching my plants go through all that, watching my walls go through that, watching the critters that were trying to get in go away. So it's, if you can get through 1 through 10, if people can get through 1 through 10 and then be willing to take the time to read all that too, because not a lot of people are willing to sit down and read story, because everyone's just there for the bosses, which I don't blame them for. But for me, I want to take it all in. I want to take everything in. Saying the first few chapters felt way too slow, less fast. Yeah, they did really feel slow and fast. Initiation price. Yes, that is what I meant. My fault. I probably butchered the shit out of it, but it's my fault. That's what I meant. PGR out here showing you hope, but making the commandant work their life out. Yeah, they really are. They're like, hey, there's hope, but you got to get through that storm first. It is so good. So, okay, let's get back to it now, shall we? You sure you really don't mind? I actually
If you really care that much about what happened in the past, I'll help explain it. I'll help you explain it all. Wait, I'll help you explain it all to everyone once we're out of here. I'll also tell them about how you helped us when you were stuck here. It would hopefully lead to a favorable outcome.
So you're not gonna arrest me now?
Yeah. Let's focus on getting out of here together first.
Lillian nods, feeling a complex mix of emotions washing over her. Mostly, she's just grateful to get blend in. Oh, she gets to blend in. To hide behind her false identity, even though just a little bit longer before her lies are uncovered. That's the crazy thing. She's hiding. She's hiding in a character that's not her, on top of hiding in and blending in with us right now, which is fucking crazy. Okay, here we go. Episode 7, Parade of Despair. After a grueling 6 hours of non-stop battles, the trio finally reaches the entrance of the passage Shortheart spoke of. Well, we did it a lot quicker. We did it a lot shorter than I thought we did. Counting the time spent backtracking through debris for supplies, it's been over 10 hours since you awoke. If everything here is under Lithos' control, how long will it be till his final shot finds you? Something feels off.
What's wrong?
Things are going too smoothly. Is this really a base of Lithos? Lamia might not have noticed herself, but she's become a bit more proactive compared to in the beginning.
He probably doesn't even care. It's been in the area for almost a month. It's always been like this.
Maybe you're special to him? He clearly wants to kill me, but he hasn't caught up with us yet, nor sent any corrupted to stop us. Besides, the terrain is really complex here, but we managed to find our destination without much problem.
That's true. Who would have thought that at least we would have thought spent a whole day searching for the right path, yet here we are already. It's like someone's been guiding us.
It's just the three of us here, though.
Who knows? There can very well be someone else in a place like this. For example, a Lithos clone or a ghost of his, or one of his big guys up there.
He points upward at the swimming whales that clearly don't belong in the sky.
There's nothing normal about this place, or that ascendant. Who in their right mind would decorate their lair with flying whales, right?
Perhaps it's the physical manifestation of someone's imagination? The amusement park in these whales, they're like a fantasy from the mind of a child trapped at the bottom of the deep sea. She shifts her head and gazes up at the whales swimming in the sky.
Can an Ascendant really do something like this?
Ascendants skilled in disrupting others' mind induce hallucinations using the punishing virus. The hallucinations are usually connected to the memories of the corrupted person and the Ascendant themselves. So kind of like how Dr. Pickman had built like those mind disruptors in a sense, but Ascendants can more of like manipulate that. Sometimes they use special methods. For example, in hospitals and laboratories, there are existing corrupted with similar capabilities. They use some of those methods to set up a fixed illusion, and all nearby constructs would be dragged into that illusion after being corrupted. Designing a massive illusion and inputting it into the mind of corrupted requires a lot of effort, though. It's usually much easier to use one's daydreams as a template. It's just that the scope of this place seems to be beyond what can be achieved by corruption alone. It's more like building itself as a corrupted. Oh, is it building itself as a corrupted? Ooh.
You seem to know a lot about Ascendants.
No, I simply heard about it, that's all. It could be an illusion created by a large number of virtual reality equipment and corrupted.
I'm more inclined to believe this explanation. Even during the Golden Age, many themed resorts would be used to virtual reality equipment as decor. Still, if this is really an all projection, it sure feels real. It's not like I'm gone insane. Plus, this place is ridiculously vast. Probably bigger than even an aircraft carrier. Could that purple-haired midget really have done?
Purple-haired midget.
Maybe there are other Ascendants involved.
One of Luna's buddies?
Huh?
No. According to the intel, these two agents are barely connected. I think it's highly unlikely. But Lithos is not the only one working on the Von Gut. Cynthia might be here as well.
Okay, hold on. I thought Cynthia was the hetero hot mother. I thought that was the project. She's an actual person? What?
Makes sense.
Let's keep going. We can start by investigating the door.
What door? Is there something wrong with your eyes?
What?
Upon closer inspection, you realize that you mistook the side of a fence for a door. Oh boy.
No.
Are you alright?
He approaches with concern and grabs your arm with his rough palm. You try your best to hide your fear and disbelief from his scrutinizing gaze.
Your eyes are bloodshot. How long has it been since you last rested?
I've only just woken up not long ago.
This doesn't make sense.
Puzzled, he cradles your face in his hands, yet his soft touch immediately sends a sharp pain shooting through your left cheek. Oh boy. The skin he just touched has split open. Blood streams from the wound and drips onto your chest. Shorthalt lets go right away, staring at his hands in disbelief.
You
touch your cheek, wounded tentatively, and a whole piece of skin peels off, landing in your palm. Ugh! Okay.
Huh? Your corruption must be quite severe. Your serum shop you got won't last long. But it doesn't quite add up. If the severity of the corruption were due to the high Punisher concentration here, Lily and I should feel it too. But see, as high concentration may be, it shouldn't be causing this much damage so soon.
Shit. Maybe it's the drug that's causing this? Should I tell them about my abnormal situation? No. They're already treating me as an invalid who needs to be looked after. Telling them would only make them worry more and slow down the whole team. I'm fine. Let's focus on the investigation for now. Proper treatment only comes after we get out.
She extends her hand but hesitates to look down.
Lillian, what's wrong?
Nothing. Forget it.
Let's split up and investigate then. Lithos has been through these 3 doors in this square, so let's each take one. That should save us some time.
Okay. I'll take the door on the far left.
Actually, let me take the left one. The previously timid Lillian suddenly blocks the door.
I don't really mind, but why?
Of course, Lamia can't reveal the truth. She claimed the door on the far left because she sensed a path behind it that it's filled with red tide. Neither constructs nor humans can normally enter such a path. This makes it an excellent spot for Lithos to hide his secrets. I guess I have this feeling in my gut, like this door might lead somewhere only someone my size can squeeze through or something.
Alright, you go left then.
For some reason, this seemingly illogical statement immediately convinces Shorthalt. He's like, okay, whatever works.
Huh?
We gotta trust our gut sometimes. After all, it's not like the two of us are especially partial towards the left door.
Well, alright then.
I'll take the middle. Commandant, you go right. This door doesn't seem very secure, so it's probably less guarded inside. It'd be a better choice for you since you're injured.
He points to the door on the far right, making sure that you won't mistake something else for a door once more. Thanks, Shorthalt. In that case, I'll... Wait! I think someone's coming.
What? So you had a scouting device on you all along?
We'll talk about this later. Hurry and hide. This is interesting. She's very slowly starting to lose the walls of everything that she's kind of building at the moment. The trio crouch behind the carousel. Soon you hear combat noises not far away.
Fighting in this kind of place. Could there be other survivors?
Hard to tell. Let's wait and see.
An old man, a cripple, and a fish go searching for a little boy. One hell of a trio. A moment after the battle noises ceased, light footsteps sound from behind the door on the right. Now, this could either be Cinderella, Voodoo, or someone else completely.
Who could it be?
You peek out from behind a wooden horse and look toward the cage door. Oh, never mind. Not who I was expecting. It's the sea fairies. Cleaning complete. No anomalies found. A monster you've never seen before is uttering human language in an elegant voice, stuttering with the syllables as it goes.
Is this a sea fairy?
These animal creatures are becoming increasingly similar to humans. Josh! Lithos still refuses to let us kill Loki. He says Loki is protecting. Ha ha. He just cannot let go. Even though he knows that. There is not more harm than good. Not worthy to be mother's child. Finished. 4 hours later, you continue cleaning. Oh. Oh. What is he doing here? I thought... How did you get captured? The fuck? Okay. I guess we're gonna save no one.
No.
Before you can make a sound, the girl next to you gestures desperately as if tugging every ounce of her self-restraint to refrain from reaching out and covering your mouth. No, don't try to get his attention. That's not the... Huh? Is this what you all were talking about? That's not the real Nolan. He's just a copy created by Kurino. His memories have probably been tampered with as well. He definitely won't remember you. Now, hold on.
What? A copy made by Kurino? How did you know?
Realizing that she had just revealed something she shouldn't have, the girl quickly retreats into the shadows.
I'm not blaming you. I just want an explanation, that's all. You said they used Simon as a hostage to threaten you to lure out Nolan.
Now, this makes me really have to... This makes me wonder if I have to go back to read Simon's thing. This makes me wonder if I have to go read that thing off... I might read it off stream to see what I'm missing here.
And yet now you're telling us that Kurino has copied his mind?
I'm not sure either. Lami hasn't quite grasped the distinction between Kurino, Project Winter members, and defectors yet. All she can do is vaguely relay what she's heard from Lillian. Okay. It's just what I heard. They told me that those people wanted to trade with Lithos, but were afraid he betrayed them and simply disappear after getting what they wanted. Now, I do know, and I remember Von Gutt saying that Kurino was working with them on Project Winter. The confusion is real. The path is already zigzagging. That's why they had to hand Lithos a clone instead of the real thing. After all, only the original person himself can be cloned. The original person themselves can be cloned. So that confirms that he did indeed get cloned. How he got cloned and why he got cloned is a different story.
When exactly did this happen?
No one is in Babylonia most of the time. The only opportunity someone could have copied his mind would be during an examination, which would probably mean Vanessa, the one crazy chick that healed. Oh, what the hell's her name? Trojan. Maybe. That's my only person who I know would probably have an opportunity to do it. Is that woman that treated Trojan. No one's anima elaborates on something no one says later in the chapter, but you can still understand the chapter without it. Oh, okay. Well, if I can understand it without it, then I'm chilling then. Could it be the members of the Purifying Force lurking within the Science Council?
No, that can't be right.
Yep, this is who I was thinking.
And I think Simon once mentioned that. After the Red Tide influx, Dark's Ares was taken away for questioning. Couldn't it have happened then?
He's gone. Let's stop worrying for now. We can investigate when we get back. Our top priority now is to find where Lithos stores the mines. Only by killing him can we escape. Do the terminals you're holding work?
Yeah. Let's contact each other every half an hour and report our progress if any difficulties we come across.
Alright, if we don't hear from one of us after half an hour, the rest of us will head in their direction to find them.
Got it.
Be especially careful, Commandant. Your wounds haven't healed yet, so please be extra cautious. If you get seriously hurt here, we can't carry you out and transform you into a construct right away. You won't survive.
That is also fucking wild because he does not know that we cannot be turned into a construct.
Understood.
Caught in the pit of despair, the four and a half people finally meet here. With different feelings in their hearts, they embark on a solitary journey following their own track. Okay, finally getting some action. Ah.
Is that Lithos?
Dude, the fact that this is English dub now, getting more and more English dub now is a treat. It is a nice treat.
All the joints were twisted.
Damn, she got fucked. Or he got fucked up.
Lithos looked calm. Wait, I got spotted. Don't come out of Lithos' red tide.
Nice, dude.
It's like he's being born again. Damn it. It hurts.
The fact that she's even talking mid fights too is very nice. It's such a nice treat. Ooh. Okay, didn't mean to pop the ult. I don't even think I clicked it.
Earthquake.
Dude.
Holy shit, we are going somewhere.
Oh, cutscene, bro. Never mind, no, it's not. Dude.
Is this an illusion? Is this Lithos' personal preference?
Dude, so fucking good.
Leave this to me. I don't care how many times I have.
Hold on, I thought that was supposed to sound like I thought that was supposed to be a dude's. I thought that was supposed to be a dude's voice. Why is he sounding like a girl? I'd been voicing his character like he was a dude in a woman's body.
I'm the best material.
Oh shit. Woo!
Huh? What? To let them kill you?
Oh shit! Damn, that boy came out of nowhere. Good parry. Parry. Pop. We moving. Get out of here. Get out of here. Bah! Ooh. We're almost there. Ooh. Ooh. Hey. We're right there. Come on. Come on. Ooh. Hey. Come on. God damn, quick, get in my way. There we go. Okay, back.
The shadows get clearer. It's like his memory.
Huh.
Is this the way Lithos has transferred memories between one another?
Okay.
Hard to trick people if he sounds 40. Yeah, true. True.
Sorry. I'm sorry, Dad. Sorry.
Okay,
Dad.
what is happening here?
Sorry.
What is that fucking
Sorry, Dad.
view, bro? Get that away! Okay, we're good.
It hurts so bad.
Holy shit!
What is happening?
Oh my god! Spooky scene win?
Out of my sight!
Bop! Get out of here.
Quiet, you're in my way. Get out of here. Think to the bottom of
This is very interesting that we're getting like a little bit more lore on Lithos. Oh!
it. Wait.
Whoa!
Talk about this.
Oh, we died, damn it.
My sight. Quiet.
I do like these new these new little entities we're fighting now.
It's done. Right?
Oh! And she just just gets snatched up just like that. Okay, what time is it? 8:37. All right, we'll have time to do. We should have time to do this one, and then that'll probably be it for the day. Here we go. Episode 8. Wrong Time Rose. Even today, Lithos still somewhat confuses me. Yeah, he's a very mysterious character.
The second check-in.
Looks like everyone's safe.
Any new findings?
All I found were research materials on mine. I can't understand half of it, but pick them up anyway. We can bring them to the Science Council once we escape. In those reports, I spotted the names Kugawaka Colonel, Cinderelic, Loki, Voodoo, and Cynthia.
So Kugawaka Kurina was also involved in Project Sylvia. I'm not at all surprised about that.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
What exactly is Cynthia?
The beast that birthed the twins. You know, that thing that's like a giant heart? That's Cynthia's incomplete form. In plain terms, it's her womb. Just on legs. Ugh.
Huh?
Here, it's all in the files. They all mention Loki and Voodoo. We have very little information on her anyway, so this is quite useful to find. Shorthand waves the newfound documents in front of the screen.
Let me see.
Test subject, basement Cynthia ended. She had imprisoned for years due to aggressive and conscious damage. Concealed basement was left behind when all regulated personnel were cleared out. When they found Loki, she was ramming the cell door nonstop. Damn! Her head was severely wounded and it was too late to do anything about it. All I could do was preserve her mind data and with Mister's help. Okay. Loki's mind data was damaged when her head was gingered, forcibly implanting into a body will create a complex insane being. Do not want to give up on her. Now, is this Voodoo talking or is this Cinderella talking? State of consciousness is quite similar to Cynthia, I hope to find a way to stabilize her condition. This will save not only Loki, but also Cynthia. Okay. Peak body horror. Yeah, no kidding. If one's consciousness is not strong enough to keep their body stable, then it's better to grant bodies conscious instead. Okay. Mr. asked me to tame consciousness fusion technology from the humans and use it on her, which I'm assuming which is where Kugawaka Colonel came in. The person who received the opportunity was someone from Academic Commercial Alliance, said to be an abandoned until illegitimate child of a Schlars. Is this Cinderelic? She had no name nor emotions that could sense. In order to survive, she had turned into a mere obedient object with no mind of her own. Okay. Oh, or is that Loki? She experiment was success. She became Loki's new vessel, the host of our uncontrollable emotions. All of her emotions. This method can be used to awaken Cynthia for conscious of some flaws. Okay. All we need to do is wait for the gospel to arrive and Cinderella's wish will be fulfilled. Okay. If only these studies could be more use to him.
Looks like some records left by Lithos.
After all, this place is an old hunt for this. Naturally, everything left behind, he must have belonged to him. Right. By the way, I also saw a name in some files that caught my attention.
Whose name?
Kigaloy Trout. He was famous back in the Golden Age as a psychologist, author, and murderer. Have you heard of this man before?
No. Who's that?
You don't know him? He was practically a celebrity.
It's not that abnormal to know much about the Golden Age, but why do you know so much about it?
I was a police officer before becoming a construct. I worked on both Project Cynthia and the case of Kigaloy Trout.
You worked on Project Cynthia?
Shieldhug's expression dims. Project Cynthia was especially memorable. It was truly tragic.
That accident.
Accident? Oh, is this what they call it outside?
Wasn't it an accident?
Of course not. All the purpose of the project might not be as far-fetched as publicly claimed. According to our informants, the purpose of the project might be to create war weapons to divide the world government once more.
So the purpose was war.
Indeed. Nothing new. Ambria in the ARU was a victim of similar situation as well. We were so close to catching them in the act, but the day before our operation, their incinerator exploded, setting the whole research building ablaze.
That's why they called it an accident.
Yeah. Something must have gone wrong in the last experiment, causing all the test subjects to go mad. In turn, they beheaded the researchers and stuffed their heads into their own stomachs.
Oh my god, damn! Damn!
So Shorthorn speaks with a scowl. By the time the fire was extinguished, the area around the incinerator was littered with executed subjects, but all of them burned beyond recognition. Rest, well, they were headless scientists with swollen bellies.
Damn!
Some speculate that this incident might be connected to Professor Gigolo Trout in some way, even if he was already dead by then. Could have been a copycat of who was involved. There wasn't much we could do about it, as we didn't have any concrete evidence, but now to see his name again in such a place.
Why do they think that the professor had something to do with Project Siltia?
Well, see, because the goal of Project Siltia was to have the dead be born again in the wombs of the subjects. The way those scientists died with their heads stuffed into their stomachs. It was like a killer's way of declaring, if you people want to rebirth this much, then do it yourselves, yeah?
That's fucking wild, dude.
Similar phrase appeared in Gigolo Trout's final autobiography.
I still don't see the connection.
It's a bit complicated to explain, but let's talk about it later.
Okay. You found anything, Lillian?
I saw a lot of Lithos remnants. Some mechanical parts of his frame, limbs, torso, and there was a red tide projection too. Perhaps he died way more times than he could be counted on two hands. The red tide projection keeps showing how he looked just before his death.
Can an ascendant inherit memories through the red tide and remains of his own physical form?
It is indeed possible. Some ascendants can even load and read the memories of corrupted. Besides, the red tide stores a lot of information, which is why the red tide projects can appear. However, the memories stored this way are mostly fragmented. The red tide projections here are more intact than those outside, though. Perhaps Lithos did something to make it this way? Also, the red tide projections show later are very calm, as if he had died by suicide.
Suicide? Why would he resort to that?
A large number of stable minds are urgently needed for Project Siltia. Being an ascendant, Lithos is the perfect material.
Which is true.
But Lithos is no victim. Would he really be willing to sacrifice himself? It's too early to draw conclusions right now. How are things on your end?
There are only a few rooms along this path. They all resemble orphanage bedrooms.
Orphanages also become hotbeds of illegal activity. Yep. The higher-ups, in order to keep the birth rate from getting too low, lightened the punishment for child abandonment crimes after setting up a bunch of new policies, and they also invested in the construction of multiple orphanages. The initial intentions may have been good, but the execution left much to be desired. You know about this, right, Lillian? Just now, Lithos said he and you both came from the same orphanage.
Yeah.
She clutches the hem of her shirt nervously and recounts what Lillian had told her.
There are indeed some orphanages that treat the children as goods and sell them various buyers. Lillian, I was part of an early construct research program. The other children all died in the experiments. Lithos and I were the only ones to survive.
Damn. What exactly is the connection between these clues? Any other discoveries?
A group photo and some toys. Rubik cubes, building blocks, origami.
Did they used to belong to Lithos' friends?
No idea. The only other items I found were some hair accessories of Lithos.
Hair accessories?
Yeah, like that wooden flower on his head. The last room was filled with many such items. There were also wood slices, likely a crafting, along with carving knives and shavings. Looks like this is where he makes the hair accessories for himself.
This guy is an enigma indeed.
I heard that the hair accessory used to belong to someone else.
Oh?
Seems like he's wearing on his head in memory of someone.
Oh. Shorthalt stretches out of the syllable as if he is understanding, although he is still quite confused.
Let's continue the investigation. We haven't found where Lithos stored his mind backups yet.
All right, then see you in a half an hour. To Hurley and the call, and all is quiet once again. What kind of feelings did that ascendant harbor while he was sat alone in a room filled with belonging of his friends, working on these hair accessories? Oh, okay, we're in my perspective now.
What is this hair accessory?
No matter how you look at it, it's just an ordinary wooden ornament. There's nothing special about it. I got new characters on my first. I got the new character. Hey, I got it. I got the new characters. I got the new character as well. I did a 10 pull and got it right off the bat. So congrats on that, dude. That's awesome. But how you doing, Zalgo? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing well in this place we call Earth. Could he really have made so many of the same item just to celebrate someone's memory?
Memory? Huh?
The thought strikes you all of a sudden, effectively clearing the fog in your thoughts.
I think I've seen this hair accessory before.
Now, could this be on Rosa? The exact date is no longer possible to recall. It must have been before Lucia started using Plume. Okay. On Dominique Memory Square, you saw a little girl whose face was full of sorrow. Okay. She was standing there alone, yet the patrolling of drones and the seemingly ignorant glances from passerbys all hinted at her conspicuousness. I am doing all right. How are you? I'm doing pretty well. The stream's been really good. The morning's been really good. Hit the gym this morning before coming here, and yeah, I'm just enjoying the reading and enjoying spending time with all these fine people here. So it's been very fun. And the peak of writing is so good. Here we go. After confirming the identities of those passerbys, you decide to speak to her.
Hello. I am the Grey Raven Commandant, Puppin P. What's your name?
My name is Rosa. Yeah, that's what I thought. She answered, voice timid, shivered uncontrollably, eyes darting around, trying to meet the piercing gazes directed at her from behind.
Rosa. That's a beautiful name.
You weren't sure what exactly was going on between the parties present, so you resorted to unrelated small talk as a buffer. Yeah. Mommy said she loved the story of the Little Prince. She told me that I was the only rose on the planet. Her and Daddy.
Your parents must really love you.
Yeah, but they've already passed away. I feel like a hug would be out of sorts, so I'll just pat her on the back. She sobbed quietly, speaking in a barely audible voice. Was it you who sent me the message? What message?
Message? No, I'm just...
What are you doing here? Sarah, also known as Rosa, also known as Ursula, also known as Sora. Really? Oh, damn. That's a lot of fucking names. Oh, because you're... I see now. I see now. Aunt Petra? I'm so sorry. Oh yeah, I'll protect you.
May I ask who you are?
The woman in front of you scrutinizes you with a stern gaze. Bitch, you fucking kicked Vanessa at the house. I don't want to talk to you. You must be Vanessa's classmate, the chief from the FOS.
Good day. I was indeed a classmate of hers.
I'm Vanessa's mother. Yep.
So she mentioned me to you before.
No, I saw your graduation photo painted on the FOS public subscription account. That's all.
Are you Rosa's current guardian?
No. Okay, hey, you got nothing to do with Rosa then. I'ma ask you to kindly fuck off. Despite her heavy sorrow, the little girl spoke firmly, clutching the hem of her shirt tight. My name is Commandant, your future son-in-law. Also known as Movisa. Took a second for my head to click and remember who Rosa was. Hey, been a minute since we've seen her, because I know she's also working with Asimov, I think. But Mommy did tell me that when she was a little girl, Aunt Petra's grandfather took good care of her. Alright, let's get out of here, Rosa. What are you standing here around for? I thought you were not the Guardian! No. Rosa refused to come up from behind you, still sounding rather timid. Here we go.
If you're not her guardian, I'm afraid I can't let her go with you.
We stand on that shit! No matter what, my connection with this child runs deeper than yours. I don't give a fuck! Impatient laced the lady's tone. Her mother was taken in by my grandfather during the Great Evacuation. He believed she must have been a distant relative who got separated from her parents. Though there were no evidence pointing that way, and the timing of the separation didn't match, he still brought the girl named Rosa home. He had to take her whole family name and rename her as Ann. I would never harm young Rosa here. In fact, if you weren't for the chief, I'd find your interest in her rather suspicious. Stop sitting around here, Rosa. It's for your own good. I'm sorry. I'm waiting for someone. Someone told me they knew how my parents died as heroes. They told me to come here waiting for my mother's hair accessory and said they'd be able to find their names here. Died as heroes? Anne and Rand died in a household appliances accident. Right on your birthday, right in front of you, no less. Well, goddamn. I thought that was Rosa. Sob. Cheapers had messed up my recollection. Oh, you're good. The names carved in the Dominic Memorial Square are all of the heroes who perished on the battlefield. No way you'd be able to find their names here. Who would deliver a fool and naive child by sending such a message? She raised her voice, gripping Rosa's shoulder tightly as if in warning. Following her words, Rosa's tears began pouring down her face like blood from a wound, yet she seemed to have lost even the strength to sob out loud.
I'll take her home. Can you trust me with this?
Fine. Petra, tucking a strand of hair behind her ear, a gesture that reminded you of Vanessa, turned around to leave. I was gonna say, she is straightforward.
Rosa, do you still have a place to go back to?
Yes, my godfather's place.
Your godfather?
Rosa lifted her hand, pointing toward the direction of the Science Council. That's who I thought. After inquiring with Asimov, you learned that Rosa was the orphan of his friends and seniors at work. Asimov, still young at the time, had reluctantly agreed to become Rosa's godfather under their insistent convincing. Even back when they were alive, Anne and Rand often worked outside of Babylonia. Rosa grew up lonely, with the domestic robots at home for her only companion. Under their guidance, she picked up a lot of the concepts quite advanced for her age. She was a true prodigy, possessing an astonishing amount of talent beneath her youthful exterior. Despite her age, she became a capable assistant of Asimov's. Asimov declined to answer any further questions. Long after that, Lucia mentioned the Dawsires she saw and the intelligence she had gathered. She spoke about the Ascendants connected to Revenge, about Project Winter, and about An and Rond, the Science Council members who died because of it. Why did Asimov look so sorrowful when those two were mentioned? Why would they, members of the Science Council, not work in a safe location as Babylonia? Shaper sniffles more like, I don't know which one that is. Or was there perhaps no longer any need to hide the true allegiance of the deceased? Encrypted Dawsires don't lie. They present a reality utterly contradictory to what you thought was the truth.
Died due to Project Winter?
You now have a vague answer to the question he refused to answer that day. Waking up from your reverie, you look down at the plain hair accessory once again. You didn't notice the hair accessory back then, but now it seems that there might be a connection between Rosa and Lithos. I wonder if they're related. I know it's going to be hard to play in difficult, but I'm going to try to my first ever anime Souls-like game called AI Limit. I've never heard of that game. So, but I hope it goes well for you.
Think this over later.
Tossing the hair accessory aside, you turn to set off toward another unexplored area.
Must find one of those stores as memories to defeat him once and for all. Can't keep everyone waiting for too long.
Ain't that the truth? As the human silhouette disappears at the end of the corridor, the discarded hair accessory rolls off the table and begins to spin along the floor. Wherever it touches, red tide seeps out from underneath the walls. Oh boy. The remaining red tide projections, after phantoms, after haunting painting, keep repeating the words from their owner's memories.
It's useless no matter what I do. Mister, you left too soon. Even if the one day I manage to create a vessel for the deceased consciousness, they'll have no kind left of me. I can't save them. I once naively believed that Rosa might be alive, but that was just wasteful thinking on my part. Mister, I want to go help them. I know you don't like that, but I believe it can help more people. You said that your current goal is to help surviving the disaster brought by punishing virus. One can't fight against disaster without a good amount of strength. So I'd like to share that some strength with humanity. I don't want to see more people forced to face the same period I did. You're worried that they will control me, that they'll be my power and expose our secrets. Please, and put a seat in my body that kill me at any moment.
Now, is this Lithos talking?
It's alright. You saved my life, so of course you can use and kill me at will.
The accessory hints at the corner of the wall and stops rolling. The red tag projection it stirred up also disappears into the cracks of the floor. Like its ill-fated owner, all that remains of it are blood-red flowers blooming in the corner. Wow, that's interesting. Huh, that's a lot of fucking lore we just got through, chat. Oh, we're only 28%. This chapter's gonna be a fucking minute. But hey, I'm here for it, though. I'm here for it all. Alright, chat. I think that's gonna do it for today. We got a lot done. We learned a little bit about clones. We learned about that how Lithos does his shit. We're learning that everyone's looking for us. It's been 15 days since we've been gone. And on top of that, we're seeing the walls break down ever so slowly for Lamia to show her true self. Very excited to see what's all gonna happen in this chapter. And yeah. So Thursday will be Thursday 6 a.m. We will be continuing on with Cradle Parade. We're gonna try to make some more headway on it. We're gonna see. I don't know how long. I honestly don't know how long this chapter is gonna take. This is probably I think one of the longer chapters that I've played so far in the game. My head trying to process 2 chapters in one day. I was gonna say you're reading one chapter while also listening to another chapter. I commend you for that. I do. So yeah, like I said, I'm always grateful to be doing this. I'm very grateful to be reading this. Like I said, not a lot of content creators that I see at least don't really read the story. Just because, like I said, they're there to see the gameplay, they're there to see the bosses, the characters, which I don't blame them for, because that is a good selling point. But for me, it's like I want to be able to read and immerse myself into the game and get a better understanding of it. So it's been fun. Yeah, dude, and my reactions on top of that, it's been crazy. It's like I said, it's genuine, it's raw, and everything that you're seeing is like, it's real, it's real me. This is how I am. So, anywho, I don't want to keep you guys any longer than needed. I thank everyone for coming out and watching me. You guys didn't have to watch me at all, but you guys decided to, and I do thank you for that. And I don't take that for granted. I'm very grateful. So, reminder: Thursday, 6 a.m. That is when we will be continuing on with Cradle Parade. So, everyone, Shark Faith, not normal guy, inferior, carefree, Dot, Zalgo, and I think, and if I miss everyone else, I'm sorry, but everyone that's been here, I thank you all for watching. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, 6 a.m. Thursday. I'll see you guys there. I'm out. Peace.